At first,
hold on, Max. I'm coming. Hey, Rustic, if you happen to hear me, holler at me if you want to come up. Oh, shoot, I forgot I'm live now. Hey, Rusty, holler at me if you want to come up. If not, I'll have to end this. I need to go back to bed for a little bit. It's been a real crappy week, so to speak. Oh, buddy. Come on, Max. I'll get you something to eat, buddy. I didn't forget that. Well, maybe I did forget about you real good. I'm sorry. Come on, we'll get you some breakfast, everybody. Oh, I got you. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Enjoy it. Go turn this TV down a little bit. Not feeling good. I know, honey. There might be clouds. It would be so nice if we could get a cloudy day. Oh, goodness. Yep. They look like clouds right there. Maybe we'll get a cloudy day today. That would be cool. Hey, Morty, how are you, buddy? Silly Wabbit? Yep. Morning, Chris. Silly, Sally, I'm not awake yet. Get some Red Bull in me, I might feel more alive. Let's see what the weather says today. Oh, yeah. Still going to be hot and sunny. That sucks. Yeah, not as bad. Only 86 today. Why not? September. Hey, Jimmy Geiger, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. The show's not doing good this week. I'm going to have to hire me a manager to run the clubhouse, it looks like. I'm just having a bad week, so when it's only freaking Tuesday. God, if it gets any worse, I don't know why I have to seek professional help. Yep, Morty, I agree with you. Only it'd been nice had he used the toilet this morning. Just saying. Hmm. Okay, I'm starting to wake up a little bit, guys. Maybe I'll make it. We'll see. I spent most of the day yesterday on the phone. I'm making progress anyway on getting the Medicaid thing. It ain't done yet, but getting there. Hey, what's up, Viking? How are you, buddy? I better turn my volume down a little bit. There we go. Hey, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man. How are you? I ain't seen you in a while, bud. It's good to see you. How are you?
I've been working my butt off.
That's a wonderful thing. I love when young people are out getting it, man. I do. I've been there. I used to
Between
have
that and the fish, now I have discus breeding. I have about 300 freaking angelfish I need to sell.
a no kidding.
Oh
So
yeah,
they
with
they
another
breed like
300, they
go ahead.
they laid another 300 eggs. They're all free swimming fry
Boy,
now.
yeah.
So I mean, in total, I got about 600 that need to go somewhere.
The toilet's not a bad place for that many. Jeez, ew.
Morning,
Well,
Buggy.
you
Morning, Buggy.
might call a pet train or something. I don't know. Morning, Uncle Lou.
Morning, Uncle Lou.
Rustic. I don't know how long I'll be up there, Rustic. I may have to go back to bed for a little bit, and then I'll just leave it going. When you get tired of doing it, you can just shut down or whatever and whatever. I don't know. I can't think this morning.
Morning, Jimmy
I
Geiger.
feel you,
Morning,
dude.
Mark. Do what?
I got off work last night and sat on the couch and passed out. I didn't even get
Yeah.
the tanks changed out that I needed to get changed out. None of that.
Yeah, it's all right. They'll be there tomorrow. Don't worry about it, man. Working's the most important thing you can do at your age, dude. Make some money. And then come winter when it's slow, you'll have some cash. And I don't know what to do about
It's the
that
whole
many
reason
fish.
I'm doing the.
Jose, hey.
It's the whole reason I'm doing the fish. That way, during the winter, I have some money.
Yep. I don't know if you could call
Morning,
PetSmart
Jose.
or something like that.
I've got 4 stores under me right now that buy from me. One store wants all 300 of the ones I just that are about ready to go. So I got all those sold at
I was gonna say
$2 a piece.
sold. Yeah. They're sold.
So that's a $600 payday
That'll work,
here in
man.
about 2 or 3 weeks. The discus that just laid eggs last night.
So you didn't have
Every one I can get up to about quarter size. That's $40 a piece.
what are they? You
I have
say
a feeling I'm gonna
what kind
start
was it?
getting these discus. Marble angelfish, and then I've got
Yeah, well, that's
discus.
what I missed. Discus, yeah, that was it. I don't even know what that is. Moss vine.
They're like the king of the freshwater world. When you want expensive fish that's hard to keep, hard to breed, you get discus.
Hey, Morty,
They're
you know,
beautiful
buddy,
fish.
it's not that big a deal for me. We just do this as a little family of people get together and talk in the morning, to be honest with you, man. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not that big a deal.
I like what Morty
It's
said.
been a
Even if they're
it's been
dumb
a
and
pain in the
hurt
butt to get them to breed.
Jose.
Jose, uh-oh. Sitting dealership first service, fun stuff. Well, heck, at least they're going to go through everything. That's awesome. Is the
Morning,
service
Joe.
free, Chris?
Stonefly. What's up? Good morning.
Stonefly. Yeah, Morty, I understand what you're saying, man. I'm just not that into I mean, I don't even know how to get the money out of the freaking thing from the what you call it, super chats or what. I don't even know how to get to that money. Don't even I ain't got a clue. So one of these days I'll have time
I
to
don't,
sit down.
don't either. On better note, I got me a new vehicle that can
Did you
haul the
really?
kayak. So I'm just, yeah, I got a 2014 Tahoe.
No, no kidding. All right, man. Heck yeah, dude. See what that hard work does? Hell yeah.
Awesome.
You want
It
nice
lands
things?
me with a car payment. That's what that hard work does.
Yeah, believe me. Yeah, I've been there, dude. I've been there. And if you can get them to last long enough till it's paid off, then you're in like Flynn, man.
Nowadays, if you
Well, luckily the Tahoe only had 100,000 miles on it. To be at 14, that's not bad.
Yeah, these days, 100,000 miles ain't nothing, in my opinion. Not on today's vehicles. My little Ford, it made it to 214 before it finally said, "Okay, I've had enough." I mean, it still runs, but you can't drive it on the highway. Not high, just slightly buzzed. Oh yeah, anybody's welcome
See,
to come in, Morty. You know what I mean? Anybody's welcome to come in here. I don't mind. They can sub and hang out. It's why it's called the clubhouse now instead of the Bugman show. It's just a clubhouse. People come in and hang out. Which engine's
see,
that?
between me and
What
have you
engine you talking about, Morty? The Ford engine or the one?
Morning, Uncle Don.
Yeah, Uncle Don. How are you, buddy? Hey, Chris. Hi, Jody. You never did say if those services were free, aren't they? Being a new vehicle like that. Oh, Tahoe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to have a pickup truck. I ain't had one for years. Last one I had was a 99 S10 Extreme.
Hey, Chris, what do you feed your
I
fish in
know
there?
you go ahead. Sorry.
I would just ask Chris what he fed his bluegills in his pool.
What was you gonna say, Buggin? Yeah, cool. I thought it was. It was like a year's worth or something like that, or more maybe, being new.
Want to speak for it?
I feel better, sort of.
What's up,
You
Jody?
baby. Yeah, technically, in a roundabout way. Oh, man.
I need to take some time off and actually do some fishing here soon. Me and Skip
Yep.
been working nonstop. We haven't had time to go fishing.
Yeah, that's the bad part about it.
Fish food pellet and dehydrated mealworms. Okay, I got to figure out where I can get some of those. I've been throwing like
Look on the Amazon. They've got game fish pellets on Amazon. I think they're
Yeah,
like 40
Jody, I
bucks
can't
for
burp
like
the
a
alphabet.
1 gallon bucket.
I gotta get this damn moth out of here. Oh, I had him. God
That's what I
dang it.
used to feed mine was the game fish pellets they have on Amazon.
What?
They did good.
I imagine I can get
Even
that at the
the
food store.
crappie would come up and eat it.
You
Wouldn't
just
they have it at
missed
the feed
the
store?
food session. Oh,
You have to order it off of Amazon.
Okay. I've been throwing not catching crickets out of the yard, throwing them in there, putting worms in there, dropping them in there. Because yesterday I was out there and I noticed that I put this big old oak limb, it's got a lot of branches on it, sunk it down the bottom. And yesterday I noticed that they just started swimming and hanging out by it. So
I'm just gonna have to build a pond for the freaking the red tail catfish. He's getting big quick.
what I was
He's
figuring.
already about 6 pounds. Good 12 inches long. He's a little thing. He's in my 75 gallon right now, but he's outgrown yet.
Jody, you're cracking me up. Yeah, I got Tractor Supply, Rural King. Okay, I can get that there then, because there is a feed storage section. I can probably run up there and get some. Uh, I got about 30 in there, and I'm thinking, like, well, I need to find something. They're starting to get active and move around now. The initial shock is over with, so I need to find something that I can feed them that's going to be hardy.
I would say extreme fish pellets would be a good option.
There we
It's a
go.
really good
Oh,
diet
okay,
for
cool, Morty. I didn't
anything
know
in
if
the
you was or
cichlid
not.
family.
I hadn't got a chance to.
But are you keeping them for bait or are you keeping them to keep them?
I'm just no, they're not going to be used for bait. If I want bait, I can go down to the ditch right down the road and catch them. But no, I'm gonna let my grandson and my granddaughter, fish out of it, or more or less
Crap.
the water's clear enough that you can see them down there by the brush, and it's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't go with the extreme pellets because that's a little expensive. The big jar I buy for the fish, because I buy a lot of expensive foods for my fish and my fish tanks,
The
and
mealworm is
the
feeding the
extreme
chicken
pellets
area.
are about, I think, are like $60 for a pound of the food.
It'll
That's a
warm it.
lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, mealworms in the chicken area that the Rural King. I seen them the other day actually.
Yeah, it's more or less like just a giant bait tank. Not a bait tank. Yeah, a bait tank. You might as well say, but uh, just a giant aquarium. I mean, just uh, I might put a few crappie in there and just something I can set out there on the deck in the mornings and just watch the fish run around. And my grandson, I'm trying to get him into fishing, but he don't like to go off hard to go fishing. So, but if I set him on the deck and I got an umbrella over him and got him something to
Yeah.
drink, he might get hooked on it.
Or wait till fall time when it's cooler.
With the crappie, you're gonna have to have a little bit more flow than what a normal pool pump will give you, just to keep the water a little cooler.
Well, I got when the water evaporates, I always put well water back in there, and that's cold well water. That's what I filled the pool up with, and I've
Okay,
been
you should
percolating
be
my
good.
pump to filter out all the sediments out of that well water. But I'm just gonna put a few crappie in there just to have them in there. But first, I'm gonna check to see if I can. If I can, I will. If I can't, I won't.
Yeah, Morty. I only caught one in my life, and I didn't have a clue what to do. Actually, I hooked him by the paw,
Go fish.
so I had to try to keep his head from biting me while I got the hook out of his paw. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I know. I was rumbling around on some of my fish websites last night because I'm looking to order some more discus. I seen a website that had a 6-inch baby sturgeon for sale. I was thinking about buying a baby sturgeon.
Jody, I'm not
Like,
gonna run my filter pump in the wintertime. There's no way it would. As long as the water's moving, it will not freeze because it's too big. I mean, it's pretty
yeah,
powerful to push water through.
yeah.
But I will shut that down. But I do have a pump in the pool that pumps 100 gallons an hour, and the hose going over, dropping in there, making oxygen for them, and it moves the water. So that won't freeze because it'll be
Yeah, I was
down
about
at
to
the
say
bottom.
if you're gonna kill that filtration pump, I would definitely add an air stone or a couple air stones in there, some of the big ones,
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
give
See,
you a
I've
little
got
more. Um,
Oh man, that's a good idea, Morty.
I got that sub pump down in there. Like I said, it pumps 100 gallons per hour, and it's coming out of a water hose. And it's about 4 feet up, 3 feet up, and it's shooting out into the pool and causing a lot of bubbles in there. And it's not no air stone, but I need to get air stone.
shoot, I need to get up early enough to let y'all check out the fish tanks now.
Brush it real good.
I just
Tiny pay pond. It is pay pond. I made a joke the other day. I said, I'm going to throw catfish in it, sell it to the day later when they get big. Oh, big bite went off on me. I was cutting out. I cracked a joke. I'm against hate on. I was cracking a joke, and oh
Hey,
boy,
we had like 9 people get arrested last week. Fish to pay licks.
I can't say that, Morty. I'm missing a quarter of one.
Yeah, it's more or less a giant aquarium, man. I sit out there on that deck a lot. And some mornings, like the last couple of mornings, you know, I've stayed away from all social media and calls and everything. And I just relax and sit out there watching the fish.
Yep.
Well, boys, I'm pulling up to work, so I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, man. Have a good day at work. Be safe.
Play pool.
All right, bub.
All right, Mike. Take it easy, buddy. Did he get arrested for pay like fishing?
Fishing.
One of those.
They're both about the same.
Yeah. Yeah, next time Blackman comes up, we're gonna get him to talk about that. People got arrested, I guess.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, when the feds arrest you, they got you already. You might as well start pleading.
Yep.
They got you. They don't arrest people unless they got them. They aren't like the local police who arrest you and then build a case.
Yeah, but yesterday I thought it was pretty cool. I had this old pool pump of mine that burned up. Wasn't no good. It's been sitting out there on that bench by the pool for 2 years. And it's heavy. So I tied it to a big old V branch. It's got a lot of branches on it, and I sunk it down in that pool. And this has been about a week now. And I sat there, no fish have been around it. They have not gone around it. Yesterday I was sitting on the deck looking, and I could see the fish coming up. They were hanging out by it. And
yeah.
it really surprised me. You know, I thought bluegill were kind of off to themselves swimmers, but they swim in schools. It's
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
3, 4, 5 of them all together.
Yep.
Morning, Denise.
Oh, crap, man.
Morning, Indy. Indiana Creeks.
Chris, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Yep, today's Laundry Tuesday.
Thank you, Morty.
I'm scared. Don't be scared of a cop. Never be scared of cops. Just do what they ask and go on much business. But yeah, that's why I've been trying to get a hold of Chris. You know, I should have got a hold of the messenger, but figured I'd see him around in here and I'd ask him, you know, what do you feed your fish? Because I'm starting to get stuff in the pool for them to like J-Dog said, put something in there. That way they can have a place they can feel confident. They think they're hiding.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm fixing to get ready to put pea gravel on one side, 2 50-pound bags of it.
Yeah.
And that way they can have a little gravel bed. They can.
Yeah, they do, Chris. You're right.
They tried to take me to jail. Joey backed off to exist. Yes. Yeah, they do. And there's some good ones.
You get pulled over more than a long hair would legalize a bumper sticker. That's a fact. You don't go out, buddy, huh? We'll go outside for a while. You got like a couple parties. Oh, you go back to bed, huh?
I get what he's saying now.
Is that what you want to do? Go back to bed, huh? Yeah, you go boy. Here, you want to go out, huh? You want to go out, or you want to go back and get in your bed? I understand, believe me. Whole night disrupted, wasn't it, buddy? Said, man, it just ain't right.
Yeah, I use a gold possum. Showed me to use a gold crappie hook. Just turn it offset a little bit, and then you can release them back if they don't get good. If they get good hooked, you might as well keep them. Or they get gill hooked or something. But it's really finicky fish. You got to be gentle with them, man, or they will die. They die easily.
What's that?
Trout.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a heart on my wrist for that comment, weren't you two friends? It's getting It's in February or March. We'll start fishing for trout.
Huh? What do you want, Fatty Fatty?
I like catch them at least. I don't really keep them.
Want to go outside? Huh? Know what you want? Hmm? Want to go out? Is that what you want to do, huh? Come on. There you go, man. I don't care if you go out or not. It's all good by me. Oh, hold on, Max. I'll get you your second one. Go on, buddy. I'm coming, Max.
Like everybody was asking me about, how was I going to keep them fish alive through the winter? And I said, well, I listened to Chris, and Chris said his freezes over. And when the ice thaws, they're alive. Cause pulled Jody over and something smelled fishy. Said, "You me, young lady, what's all that white stuff all over in front of your black shirt?" And fish smiled. Warren said he wants that turtle trophy. Well, you're going to have to come up fish on Fish Nation. Don't purposely go for a turtle. It's just if you accidentally catch one. I did stink, but I hadn't been fishing.
Hey, buddy. Oh, you heard me feed the cat. Now you won't come in and go bully him out of his food, don't you? I know what you're trying to do. I've seen you do it before. You're being a bully, ain't you? Go on. Oh, man, I spent most of the day yesterday on the phone making progress.
Good deal.
Yeah. I don't know if I get everything done by the time I have surgery. We'll see. You can only do what you can do.
I got to get me some coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, at least I've been lucky. The people I've worked with at the place about the Medicaid stuff, they've been real friendly and real good. I mean, I'm really blessed about that because usually you get government employees and they're not overly helpful. But these guys sure have been. Morning, dog. Yeah, I bet, Chris. It's. I'm loving it outside right now. I'm fat. These cool mornings are awesome. Be nice if I could, get up and maybe go out and work in the garage or something. I may start doing it now that it's getting cooler like this in the mornings.
It's supposed to be warmer this week. Now, mid to high 80s.
Oh man, it has been too. Like,
Humidity's going to be murder
uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
all the spring.
I thought we were supposed to be trending towards fall right now.
Dog, good morning.
You know what I mean? I thought we should be trending towards fall.
Oh, we are slowly.
Ah, man, these 80-degree days just aren't for me. I'm over it.
A good topic is how do you get your dog to stop farting? Put a cork in it.
Change their diet.
Yeah.
But then again, some dogs just fart. That's just part of it. Like Grandpa, you can't change him. You just got to live with it.
Yeah, all things pass gas. Yeah, corking is super good. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, that's funny. I put mine outside so I don't hear or smell it.
I like when they fart and it wakes them up and they're looking around like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
I love watching videos on YouTube about them dogs and cats and stuff.
Yep.
Funny, man. They sit over dying laughing.
Dogs are the best, man. I couldn't imagine being alive without a dog. I like them more than most humans. That's a fact.
Hey, Dave Bozon.
Hey, Dave. Morning, buddy.
Our crown's up.
DTEB.
Gonna
What
say
you
hi.
do today?
I know she's up.
What you got doing? What you got going on today, Ernie? I know you're doing something. Yeah, exactly. Like, the heck was that? My butt doing that?
Andy, you're killing me this morning. Oh my God.
Come on, you want to go out, chill, honey? You want to go lay in the cool air? Come on, I'll let you. That's a good girl. Hold on, let's get your little friend here hooked up, because you know he won't stay.
Jody, no more course, huh?
Go on, everybody. I'll be right back.
They'll check her change. You talking about your employees? Just waiting on a Billy to bring me a tiller and a mower to pigs. I do need to find something that eats algae and put them in the pool. Because right now my pool has no algae in it, and when I went to Cotsmore Bluegill, I took water from the lake I was in, and I did dump the water and the fish all in the pool to try to make some algae. What? I can't even say that word. Lecostomus. Is that a dinosaur?
Yeah, it looks like the sun's getting ready to pass the clouds. It's going to warm up here pretty quick. Had clouds in the horizon. Didn't get to see the sun come up.
I've been staying on mine when leaves are falling here. They're blowing with the winds. When they get the pool, I dip them out.
Ernie, hold on, buddy. Come on, Ernie.
Hey, morning, everybody. Rustic, they should have a fish out there that you can put in there, but if you put a Picostomus in there, it's a tropical fish. You can do that in the summertime, but now you have to catch that fish back out of there before winter, because I have a feeling they'll die because they got to be at a certain temperature.
Oh, I'm just looking for something I can just put in there to
Till he beat you to it.
eat the algae. Wintertime's not so bad. Algae don't grow like that in wintertime. So,
Yeah, well, these fish are tropical fish. You can buy them at Petland, but they're only good for summer. But if you leave them in over winter, there's a good chance they're going to die, and they ain't real cheap. They're like $8, $9, $10 a piece now, probably.
so they're a warm water fish.
Yeah, they might have. I don't know if them grass fish will keep algae down or not, but you could probably order them. They got places that come and set up with their trucks and sell fish out of the back of them. When you order them, your fish is in that truck. They'll dip them out and give them to you.
Morning, Burrito. Lisa.
I'm coming. Hold on. I got you. I got your book.
Oh. Didn't know that.
There you
Yeah, a
go.
buddy of mine stocked his pond over here, and he bought a bunch of fish, and he just went and picked them up off the truck.
That's probably a dumb question, ain't it?
Yeah.
What was I doing? Okay, hold on. Gotta get treats for the dogs. That's
I wonder how Chris's
the other kind.
lily pad's doing.
There you go. Everybody's happy. Come on, Max. I give you one more, buddy.
Man, I got a bunch of old records out here. A bunch.
You still hungry? Okay. Here.
Wax lips, Chris. Hey, the
You ever
sun.
listen to the Bee Gees, Rustic?
Oh yeah, back when I was younger. Man, it looked like it rained again. Water standing out there. Hey,
I want to show you something, Rustic. Tell me how old this is.
I don't know. Let me put on my fancy specs here. That's got to be at least 78.
It's
BG's
called the one. It's called the One for All Tour album.
Huh.
Unopened. I imagine it's probably worth about what, $12, $20, something like that, unopened.
What was it?
This right here.
Oh, it's an album.
Yeah.
Joe, do you like my glasses?
Huh, cool.
Dollar Tree special.
Good.
They kind of look like mine. Mine's clear though, and yours are blue.
Hey, I used to have some black and they had little diamonds around them. Talking about my pretty glasses now.
He got them from Leanne Ron.
Oh goodness.
I used to have a Kiss album. It opened up in 4 sections, had 4 albums in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Picture of the band member in there to make up stuff. Back when I was
Yep, I remember that.
probably preteen, and man, if I sold it today, that'd been worth a lot of money. But
Yep.
we moved from California to here, they got lost somewhere somehow.
Ah,
Well, I had a bunch of Kiss. I had 4 albums that was practically mint. The kids got them and used them for frisbees. And about 25 years ago, I called to see how much they are to get back. It was $125 back then to
huh.
replace them, and that was used.
I had
They'll give you $1.59.
a bunch of them when I come back from Germany, and a few of them come up missing between Germany and my barracks. I know that.
Cloudy day, look like it might rain.
God, I couldn't get that lucky. We were so desperate to need a rain. I guess the government decided not to seed the clouds this month to make a point. Long Big Bamboo with the paper. If you've got that one with the paper in it, if you had that one unopened, you'd be sitting pretty. That's worth a lot of money. But
You know, I never cared for the Beatles. Never have.
I respect what they done in the recording aspect of it. They were the first ones to mix in stereophonics and things like that. They were innovative in a lot of stuff. The music was okay, it's music of the time. But
Their music was good,
Yeah.
but I just never cared for them at all.
yeah, they innovated a lot of stuff people don't realize in the recording process that's still used today. Like they were if it's playing in stereo and it'll go from one speaker to the other and stuff like that in the recording, they developed that process and things like that.
Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox dropped acid with the Beatles.
Yeah, that's why it's what happened in the movie. What?
I would rather drop acid with Jerry Garcia if I'm going to drop acid with anyone. That's who.
Oh,
Brother, pass it all.
Mhm.
well,
What's the name of that movie with Dewey Cox in it? Something hard. I forget. Somebody told me about that and said I needed to watch it.
Rock Hard or I never dropped
Yep, me too, Morty. More than a few times in the 70s. Hold on, I'll
Walk
find
Hard.
out.
Yep, there you go, John.
Walk hard. Okay, thanks. I'm watching that movie
I
today.
mean, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Yep, I'm watching that movie today. I keep hearing about it. I've never seen it.
It was
Wow.
fun. That movie was fun.
Oh, it's got the guy from Brothers and stuff in it. Cool.
Oh, Dewey, you don't want no part of this, Dewey.
See what we got here. Yeah, we'll find it on YouTube maybe if we're lucky for free.
gotta do something with these records.
Yep, Step Brothers, a good movie.
Yeah, it was classic.
I put my balls on your drums.
Mhm. I'm trying to find that movie on YouTube for free.
Morning, Skeeter.
Damn. No, I'll pay money before I'll go through 100,000 clips. Hmm.
They were good movies. Those two guys work good together, man.
Yeah, they work real well together.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. He strips down to his tidy whities and starts running. Now Will Ferrell with PayPal. I got seen him doing a commercial for the other day, promoting
Who's
that
that?
drink that the elderly drink. What's that? Some kind of drink.
Insure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived on that stuff when I had my colon issues for about 9 months.
Like, dadgum, you aged not very well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A PayPal commercial. Hey, man, they call it selling out. I call it setting myself up for retirement. That's what I'd tell them. Yep, I'm a sellout. I sold out, so I ain't never going to have to work again. And if my friends don't like it, I'll buy new friends.
Miss Chrissy doing her T-moo this morning. Good morning, Miss Chrissy.
Wait,
Rusty, your grandma.
Possum, how are you? Hold on, I hadn't seen you in a while. Hold on, I got you. I got to get you blued out here. Hold on, I got to open my phone again and open
Yeah,
the
old school was funny too.
There we go.
Yeah, man, I've been ground. That's why I've been gone for 3 days. Just turned my phone off and went with it.
Nice, Morty. Dave's not here. I like that. We used to say that one.
Too much to do.
Or don't answer the phone, man. Don't answer the phone. Dave's not home, man. Dave's not home. There we go. All right, everything's back as it should be. Oh man, my stomach's all jacked up this morning.
Good morning. Queen Pop
Hey, Peter, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. See that little thing up in the corner there, Bugman 22? I need to make that when I go to put it on the thing, like when I'm starting the live or whatever, and it gives you that little window and you can move, you got to move the thing up and down. I need to have that reduced down where it fits inside that little square so I can put it on. Otherwise, I can only put part of it on there. You all know what I mean?
For a thumbnail?
Well, I suppose, yeah, it's not a thumb. I guess, what is it? You know, when you start your live, okay, and yeah, I guess maybe it does say upload a thumbnail. I don't remember for sure. Let's see. I'll tell you what I'm talking about here in 2 seconds.
If you want to change it to your avatar, all you got to do is just click on your picture right now. On your avatar, it'll say change avatar, upload avatar, or something.
Huh.
Southern California, right off the bat. Awesome.
Edit name and headline, edit avatar. Okay, there's that. Go here. Right there. Open. Okay, that'll work. Yep, I like that.
More records.
Yeah, it asks you to browse the picture. That's in
Yeah,
your picture. Click
yeah,
on it.
I'm headed there. That okay now. Okay, what I'm talking about is when I'm making a live, okay, and I'm scheduling it for later.
Yeah.
And it says to upload whatever picture or whatever to put on there for when it shows it on, you know, YouTube coming up later or whatever. When I try to use that picture right there, it's too big. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, there's a little box you can move it up and down to align it inside the picture or whatever. Yeah. And the one hog leg made me fit in there perfect. You just, when I clicked on the picture, there it was.
Well, send it to me in a messenger message and I'll download it so I can play with it.
All right, that'll work. Because I have no idea how to do it.
Round.
You all know me. I'm reading.
It's round. You might have to put that in there, stretch it a little bit, and then put a background behind it.
Well, it actually needs shrunk, I think. I
can do thumbnails on Canvas, so I can put it on that and see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I got it on my phone or not. Let's see. I have Cool Praying Mantis on my mailbox the other day. I got to upload that short for that. I asked him if he was on Guard Mountain, if he minded if I might get my mail today or something like that.
Well, John, if you got a home base, a base radio, you could do it. Morning, Stuart, or afternoon, Stuart.
Yeah, my son's gonna kill me. I've got probably there's 6 cases right here, one full of cassettes. There's about 4 or 5 big boxes of records. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 boxes of more cassettes and CDs. They're all going to the grandson.
He'll be like, man, Grandpa's bringing me stuff again.
No, he's wanting all this. His dad's going to kill me.
Point Z drive, get extension, D address could not be, whatever that means. Jeez.
He's playing guitar and everything now. Maybe he might get in a band or something later. Who knows?
Good way to get chicks.
I don't know. Never had that type of life yet.
Me neither.
You
I
already
always
got
thought,
the chick.
I always thought the saxophone was the way to go.
I can't play music. I can't sing music. So that
Yeah,
left me
me
out of
neither,
the whole. I can pack my tunes in a bag, though.
dude.
And I'm really good at solo. Solo that nobody else can hear it.
Yeah, it's in your head, yeah. Yep. Radio signals will skip across the water. So will clouds.
You can learn something, and somebody could teach Jody how to do the armpit farts, and y'all start your own band.
Yeah. Play the spoons, washboard, blowing a bottle or a jug.
Mhm.
I think the jug carries different tunes as it gets emptied.
Oh crap! I forgot what I was looking for now.
Man, I gotta go down and get that boat out today. Bring it down here, put the starter on it, park the battery up, see if that motor start up.
Here we go. Now we're cooking with oil.
How many bullheads do you need to catch for the bullhead competition to win? If you're talking about on Eric B's, you're gonna need at least 20.
Let's
Well,
see.
look at there. My superhero's awake.
Let's see what. There we go.
I play the Kentucky superhero.
Mhm.
Favorite what?
Most famous person in Kentucky.
Do what?
Most famous person in Kentucky's up this morning.
Who's that? J Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got my message a second ago. I don't know for a fact. Yep, I'm still #1 in his book. He loves me. I don't care what he says. And if he don't, I'm going to make him.
And we used to have a guy live next door to us, a young boy. Lazy, wouldn't work on that CB radio all the time, had a home base. Powerful, man. We can unplug our TVs and our radios and he'd still come through the speakers on.
Yep.
Drove us freaking nuts, man.
Hey, Chris, when I worked at the cable company, I was on call one night. Me and a buddy get called out. There's a big storm and stuff. And because the office is closed and everything, we're just talking back and forth on our radios. And all of a sudden, this guy comes on the radio. Who is this and what are you doing out so late? And I kind of like, well, who are you? Because you know your boss's voice and everything, so you know it wasn't him. I'm like, well, who's this? He said, well, this is so and so, and it was a guy owned a construction company up in the middle part of Michigan, and our signal from 2 trucks was skipping all the way up to Michigan off the clouds. And I was like, really? I said, we're in Muncie, Indiana. He said, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, nope. I said, we work for the cable company. We're going on a call out. He said, I wondered who was out, and I couldn't figure out why one of my trucks was out in the middle of the night driving around talking on the radio. Yep. So they'll skip a long ways.
I talked from State Route 56, almost Circleville. I talked from there all the way up to New York one day on mine, out of the semi.
Yep. And then when I was in the military, I was a radio teletype operator. So the basic premise is you have a radio transmitter and a teletype machine that converts the type or whatever into radio frequency digital. It was before digital, so it would have been frequency. And then that radio is just like a giant ham radio. And we'd put a doublet antenna up between 2 trees, about 100 foot long, and we could shoot that thing from Germany back to the States. You could shoot, you could talk, but it was real tough to send the actual teletype stuff. I mean, we never sent it that far, you know, when we were training. It was just for local stuff, but we could actually, doing just the radio part, we could, with a good doublet antenna, we could shoot the signal to the States almost.
Wow. I talked here from my yard with a ground plane. It was probably about 4 foot off the ground. I talked clear to Jamaica one time.
Yep.
He said, "What you doing over there, man?"
Yeah. You know, that's something people ought to think about. You should have a decent, at least automobile CB radio or something, because, you know, let's face it, if someone's going to attack the United States, first thing they're going to do is zap communications. And that means they're going to zap all the cell phone towers and stuff. You're not going to be able to talk. So unless you're prepared for that situation and you have a CB, then you're all right, because they can't do nothing to it. You know what I mean? And you'd be amazed when that time comes how crazy shit would get.
Yep. I had a good mobile radio. It was throwing 50 watts out the back of it.
Huh.
Sold it and the linear. And the boy blowed it up because he didn't know what he was doing. I tried to buy it back off of him, but he didn't want too much money for something that was blowed up.
Hey, John, that's my family you're talking about there. That's my inheritance. I just got to send him $1,500 so they can process the money, and I got the money order ready to go, or the cash card, whatever it is. So you stay away from my family in Africa. Morning, Uncle Don. How are you, buddy?
Well, I found some Avon bottles.
God, I used to hate Avon bottles. My
I
mom.
think this stuff's full. It is.
Well, the bottles and stuff are cool now, but back when I was a teenager, she would buy me cologne from Avon. And back then, the cologne to wear was, remember Jovan Musk?
Yeah, that's what I wear.
That's what I wore back then. I'm an Armani guy now. But
I'll wear whatever I can get. But
yeah,
Javon is my favorite, I guess. You know what most of this stuff's made out of, right?
What's that? No, I have no idea.
Javon Musk is deer pea.
No, it ain't. You get out of here. Leave me alone.
Most of it's made with pea, buddy.
I don't want to know that.
Me being a hunter and all, you know these things.
I mean, I understand spraying deer pee on you when you're hunting, but not when you're hunting women.
Well, I got something to tell everybody out there that hunts and wants to listen to all these big fancy guys. Deer don't care where you smoke, where you pee, where you poop. They don't care. If there's food there, that's what they're after. You can even. I mean, I done proved that. When I smoked, it looked like a chimney coming out my window of my deer blind. I peed out there. The deer don't mind. I mean,
You know, I was surprised. What's his name and his buddy? They were out there putting food in their feeder things for deer. You ain't allowed to do that here in Indiana.
you can do it here, but you can't hunt it. I don't know if it changed, but it used to be you can't hunt for 30 days or something like that.
I mean, they had these big fancy feeders and stuff. They were cool. They were doing it by the 50-gallon drum. I know that.
Yeah, I'll buy it by the bags and just dump a little out, but I hunt behind the house, so it really
exactly.
don't matter.
Well, evidently he's got some land. Was it Trophy Seekers Outdoors? That's who it is. He's got some land, and
yeah,
they were driving out there to do it. He had a nice home too. Big nice home. I think he'd be one of the people would be fun to go fishing with myself. I would like it.
He's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think you would laugh the whole time you was there fishing with him.
Yeah, we met him down at the gathering. You won't find nobody like Daryl or Woody. They're two of the greatest guys, man.
The first time I ever seen him in my life was the first cat con I went to, and there was this big, tall guy in bibbed overalls running around with a chicken on his head. the chicken mask.
Yeah,
And
I remember that.
remember that? That's the first time I ever seen him. I was like, who in the hell's the guy in the chicken mask?
Yeah, I used to do videos with the chicken. Him and Woody. I'll tell you, we went down there to the gathering and we had money to get there, didn't have no money for pretty much anything. And them guys set us up that Woody and Daryl put us in a tent with cots and all that. It was just so cold. I had to use my charge card to get a motel room. And
Yep.
me, Chrissy, and KP spent the weekend in a motel at night. Shared a room, had double beds and everything. A real nice room. And because I know KP, he couldn't be out in that, man, sleeping in the truck like that. It was just too much.
Yep. Yeah. And I mean, he does that whole gathering thing. You know, he ain't out there making money off that or nothing, if you know what I'm saying. And
No.
he puts a lot of time in that.
Yeah, they do. And man, I tell you, it's great. I'm
Yeah.
kind of upset that I didn't make the last one, but my truck wasn't ready.
The first year they had it, I had the camp spot reserved across from Big Mike. And I actually had it reserved for 4 days, I think it was. And Dad got sick and I couldn't go. And I don't know if anyone, I mean, that camp spot was reserved and paid for. And I didn't know a whole lot of people back then, you know, but I kept putting out there, hey, I got this camp spot. If someone wants it, it's paid for, you know.
Yeah. I remember.
I don't know whatever happened. You know, I don't think anyone ever, you know, took it or whatever, but yep. And then I haven't been able to go to any of them since, you know, because Dad's cancer. So I just haven't been able to go yet.
Well, if things go right, we should be able to make it next year. I don't know yet.
Yeah, me too.
It all depends. I mean, I'm doing great now. I'm out and doing something every day until after 12 o'clock, or it gets so hot I can't stand it, or my body says, you've had enough. It's time to go in.
Yeah. And that's the key. If you learn to start, because when you're getting older, you don't listen to your body because you don't, you know what I mean? You don't want to realize that, hey, I'm getting old and I can't do as much as I used to. So I better slow down and, you know, live to fight another day, so to speak.
Yeah, I get up in the morning, I eat, I try to get out here because I gotta get that deer blind built. I got a limb I'd like to cut before I build it, because if not, it's gonna be a nuisance to cut it after I get it up. But I'm trying to get this stuff done so I can get it built and I got some really nice bucks coming in. I got a big old 12 point out there. He comes
Hey,
in.
Morty, I've raced dirt bikes for over 40 years. My body is beat up. Believe me, I'm old. I can't hardly walk in the morning on my left knee for about an hour. I feel
Yeah, I
like
can see you. No, I can see you, chat.
when I had my when I went to the doctor, and I hadn't been for over a year, and I needed to get my knee done, and that hernia had to get done. And she told me I had to choose which one I wanted to do first. Well, naturally, I chose to do the hernia first because I can't hardly lift Dad without wanting to cry. And as soon as the hernia is done and healed, I'm scheduling the knee replacement for the left knee. My right knee's already been replaced. It's good.
If your doctor's good, you won't have no problem, buddy.
Now, the VA done my first one, and it was awesome.
Cool. Yeah, look at Eric. He said all three of y'all are old. One day he'll be here.
You fat man, get back in the truck and start driving so we can talk to you. I ain't talking to you till you start driving again. I refuse. He's got the decoys in there. Cool.
Your boss told me if I seen you on here to call and let him know.
There you go. John knows. Don't get me started on dirt bikes. I got a picture of me in 1973 on my little Yamaha 60. That was the first one that changed Bug's life. And
hey, Marty.
Never been without one since. You're driving Friday, or are you going back to driving is the question, or is it just a Friday thing?
No, he's driving Friday, probably up to the lake.
See, 2006, I bought a brand new WR 250. Actually, paid cash out of hand for it. Rode it 3 races, hated it, and sold it to a friend of mine at an extremely discounted price. I could go through a whole list of bikes I've had in all that time. My all-time favorite bike to ever race was a Honda XR 250 that I'd done a lot of work to.
A lot of
And,
people like them, buddy.
huh?
A lot of people use those.
Yeah, this one here I had was pretty trick. It had I got a worm. It had works connection or a race tech rear shock and cartridge emulators in the front. This thing was trick. It run good
Still
too.
got that one. That's funny.
Yeah.
It that was my favorite bike to race. Now the bike that I was the fastest on and you know done the best on was a 96 KTM 250 EXC. That bike there, for some reason, it made me a better rider. I've never seen it. And now I understood how them guys were beating me all them years that rode KTMs, man, because they were just that good. The bike itself. Let's go swimming with the ducks. That's right. My memory lane is definitely a dirt road, John. I like it. I'm going to make a t-shirt that says that. It's a pay pool. I got a brand new bike sitting in the garage right now. I bought in 22, I think. And it's got like 10 miles on it because I can't go racing or nothing or afford to get hurt. I got to be able to drive Dad to the doctor.
If you live closer, we'd go riding on the weekend.
Yeah, I have been. My buddy, well, the guy I raced, I don't know, 30 some years with, he had that back surgery last year, and he should be able to ride by next spring, he said. So we'll see. And I need to at least go to the gym and ride the exercise bike for a couple hours a week to get any kind of wind, because I'm so fat right now I'd have a heart attack. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I haven't got no miles on my bike. I mean, and before I had to move back here and take care of Mom and Dad, heck, at least 3 times a month we were going either racing or riding. You know what, John? You better get you some monkeys stuffed up your ass, and I'm going to make a point of going over to Ernie's and ride just so we can take video of them monkeys flying out your ass. You better get creative on your editing.
Yeah, my son come up here and get some of the stuff he wanted, the stuff I'm giving the grandson. I have a little bit more. Not much, but a little bit.
Well, my goal is to hopefully get my knee replacement done going into winter or right at the start of winter, and then it'll be good, you know, by the time warm weather comes back around. Hey, Morty, if you go to my channel and go way back, you'll see some helmet cam video of some races I've done. I can't remember. I think I started my channel in 2009 or something like that. And you know, I missed an opportunity, and I didn't know any better at the time, but I had gotten an email from YouTube back then. This was 09, I'm pretty sure. It might have been 2010 when that happened. But they sent me an email wanting to know if I wanted to become a content creator. And I had no idea what they were talking about. And I'm busy working, trying to pay bills and stuff, you know, and I just blew it off. Where I look back now, had I took that opportunity, I'd have been in on the ground floor, kind of, so to speak. Fly, my pretties, fly. Nice gig. Fly, my pretties. I got 8mm film. Well, it's on DVD now, but there's 8mm film of my first couple races.
Well, maybe they'll find them worms down there on the bottom down there.
And something will anyway. Either the bluegill or what all's in there right now. Bluegill, is that it?
Yeah, just bluegill.
Mm-hmm.
Duck's getting old.
I laughed too, Gig. It was perfect. Fly, my pretties, fly.
What's the
Oh, let's come out here and chill.
Actually, on that DVD, some film of my dad and them riding in the 60s. 67, 68, they're about when Huskies first came to the United States. When Husqvarna first came to the United States, they had them. Sweet tea 24/7, 365. I wish I could drink something like that. I just can't get into it. Mountain Dew's been my drink, and I really need to change. I just can't find anything that I like better than it. I don't know.
Dr. Pepper come out with a blackberry cream.
Well,
I want to try it.
See right over there where them ducks are at?
yeah.
From right there over, there's a huge limb under there.
Oh, yeah, that gives them something to hide behind. That's cool.
Hey, Buggy, I got one here you probably ain't seen.
Nah, probably ain't seen that before.
That's opera.
Is that an album?
Yeah, it's got a bunch of them in it.
Yeah. Now, when I was in Germany, I used to go to the record stores because CDs were just coming out back then. And they had a bunch of record stores, and I'd go in the record stores in Germany and just browse through. I mean, a lot of them were not in English or nothing. Yeah, the new Huskies are KTMs for sure. The last real Huskies were the red ones that had the red head on them that were real cool looking. I had a 99, or it was my son's actually, 125, and I still got it, but it's in boxes. And it just wasn't worth fixing because the guy we sold it to just ragged it out and trashed it. And then I bought it back for him from nothing. Yep, cross dressers in Germany. Now, John, come on, man. You are not supposed to catch on like that. You had to tell my secrets.
Yeah, your secret.
But I can remember they had this place in Germany, and it was like a big 2 or 3 story building about, say, 2 football fields long. And it was nothing but stereo equipment. And you could go in there and buy it cheap because you didn't have to pay taxes or nothing like that like you do in the States. And that's where I got the Nakamichi cassette tape player that the drawer slid out and it turned the tape around and put it back in.
Oh, wow. Never seen one of that.
Yeah, it was cool. Nakamichi, they're more famous for the recording heads they make for like recording studios and stuff before digital and everything, you know. You have heard the stories about the store. Well, some people may not have, you knuckle brain, but I won't tell them no more. I save my stories for myself, and I'll relive them in my mind. Hey, Big Mike, I'm sorry I was in yesterday when you came in, buddy. Right when I hit end, and you popped in there and said, "Good morning, y'all," and I apologize.
Morning, Big Mike.
Here's your one, Buggy.
You done showed me. Oh, that's cool. Who is it?
Superman.
Godspell.
Godspell? I actually had one of their albums, but it was different than that one.
I even got one here that says Annie on it.
Oh, I told you the cross-dresser stories already, John, but that was just me and you rapping. They don't need to know about those.
Heck yeah, Buggy.
I don't think they would. Well, maybe they did exist back then. I don't know, but I never seen them. I do have some good stories about the red light districts in Germany, but I won't tell them in the clubhouse. Those are for fishing live together stories. They're not. They're not YouTube appropriate.
YouTube appropriate.
Yeah.
Let's get caught up in there.
I will laugh though the first time I come home on leave from Germany, and my dad, he's a small town guy. He ain't never been anywhere in his life really, and I come home and the first thing he asked me, "So have you been to the K Strauss place yet?" I laughed. I said, "Yeah, Dad, it's not a place. It's like 3 blocks long and 8 stories tall. But yeah, I've been there."
You know who I first thought that was with that Superman outfit on was the what was that Superstars or something like that? I can't remember who it was. But
I thought it was Howard Stern at first. Yeah, I didn't know to check the neck rule. That's true. I was a small town guy who hadn't been anywhere until then also.
Boston Pop.
But yeah, I laughed when Dad said that. And back then you didn't have cell phones or anything like that. So there's no audio or video evidence of any of it.
Oh.
Jesus Christ Superstar. I went and seen
Yeah,
that
that's who I thought it was.
at the movie theater when I was a kid. My mom took me to see that, and they had concert speakers that filled the whole back wall of the theater. I was little at the time and didn't know what it was, you know what I mean? But I just remember it being real loud. But I went and seen that and Tommy at the same theater with the concert speakers. You know, I look back now and think I wish they would do that these days because it was actually really cool. I mean, just picture a movie with sound like at a concert, only crystal clear. And I didn't get to see Hair. I don't think it was a movie back then. They didn't make it into a movie until what, 80s? Treat Williams, I think, played in
Something
it.
like that.
Yeah.
There you go. You know him.
Oh yeah. I actually used to have that album when I was in Germany. That was one of mine. Like I said, I shipped about 200 albums back from Germany with all my stuff when I came back from Germany to Fort Campbell, and a few of them come up missing. Let's just say that way. I don't know how, but they did. Because they put all your stuff in this big wooden shipping crate and, you know, nail it shut and seal it closed. But
Yeah. Somebody
evidently,
there took him.
exactly, someone who was there when we loaded everything might have opened that up before they ever got out of the warehouse onto a plane or a boat or whatever. I think it went on a boat, come to think of it. All right, John, ask Mom who plays soccer tonight on Telemundo. Yeah.
I even got an old Jimmy Osmond here.
Donnie Osmond?
Little arrows. Tet.
Nah, Maury, we wasn't talking about you, bro.
Wow.
I remember back in the day they talked about the San Andreas fault and that California was going to fall into the ocean. And God, I wish it would happen now. I would stand up and golf clap the whole time. Yay! Goodbye, you nutcase fuckers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Gig. I remember those earthquake. What was all them? They had earthquake, the Towering Inferno. What was some of the other ones? Them, I forget what you call them. Disaster. Poseidon Adventure was the big one. I remember seeing that when I was a kid. I was enthralled with that movie. I remember watching it. It was awesome.
Yeah. I remember that one too.
Was Earthquake the one where it had the dude with he was like the stunt guy, dirt bike dude with the loop or whatever, I think it was, if I remember correctly, something like that. Him and his girlfriend or something. Yeah, Poseidon Adventure was awesome. I remember seeing it when I was a kid. It yeah, things were simple back then, man. We were easily entertained. We didn't need a bunch of special effects. Just a good story with some, excitement in the start, excitement in the middle, and an exciting ending, and we were pretty happy.
Yeah.
Anyone ever seen the video of the guy? They have a boat sink or turn upside down, and it's a pretty big boat. I think I don't remember the whole story, but they didn't think anyone was alive, and these divers are in there, and they pop up in an area, and there's a guy in there, a black guy, in the dark, and there was like an air pocket, and he was up in it, and it's the only thing that saved him. He'd been there for like a couple days.
That was Dominic Hollis.
But the look on this dude's face when the divers come up, I mean, you pure terror is the only thing I could describe it as. You could tell the guy, I mean, I'm sure it took him months to get his brain right again. Because for one, it was pitch black in there, and so he had no idea what. I mean, you imagine sitting in pitch blackness in an air bubble for a couple of days by yourself, thinking, "Yeah, I'm going to die for sure," sometime. I'll have to see if I can find that video clip again.
I've never seen that.
I was trying to see where all the fish were. They're all hanging off on that one side underneath all that brush over there. Yeah, they all hanging off over on that side where all that brush pile is on there.
I wonder if there's like them 3 decoys are floated over there. I wonder if there's like a current that brings them over that way.
Well, I've got the pull pumps on this side.
Yeah.
This side, and it's circling the water around like that.
Yeah.
I don't imagine that pull pump is making oxygen in there, but at least I can see the bottom now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Gig. Are you talking about? I seen that also. The one about the guy in the dark in the boat.
Make me wonder if them decoys, them fish are scared of them ducks.
Yeah, because in real life, ducks eat them.
Probably do if they catch them. When I first walked up here, they scattered. All these fish said that way.
And
About another week, they'll be good and hungry, and I'll get them some mealworms to go out there.
let's say, yeah, them mealworm chicken feed, the mealworm things, they just look like. You ever bought any like bees moth and they sit too long and they turn brown and dry? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what they look like. There's just like big can of them or whatever it comes in. You throw them out there and them floating on top of the water, you'll have a freaking fish feeding frenzy.
I did find me a brand new smoker still in the box.
A what?
A smoker?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Master Built.
Yeah, that's too much work.
John McGlure.
I'm lazy, man. Smoking's too much work. I suck at cooking anyway, so nobody wants me cooking. Take my word for it.
Well, if it's anything like the other one I had, you put wood chips in a pan and you put it in there with moist wood chips and put your meat in. You just check it and make sure the grease don't overflow in your thing, and that's it.
Huh.
But there's something I found. I don't know what it is. It hooks up to a car. It's blue. Got a fan on it. It looks like it's either a cooler or a heater for food.
Huh. Now, I have seen coolers that plug into the cigarette lighter.
That's what this is.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
If
Morning
it's shaped
there,
like,
big buddy.
if it's shaped like a cooler, and it has a plug-in for a cigarette lighter. It's probably a cooler that I don't know what that is.
That's
I'm not having a live.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's too small. This what I'm talking about looks like a cooler, actually, a big cooler. Only
that's
on
the inside.
yeah, that may be. Is it got a cigarette lighter plug-in? You say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some kind of cooler then. Looks like an early one.
I don't know, but it's old.
You see a lot of off-the-grid people that have those and run them off solar panels and stuff.
Plug it up and out, see if it gets hot.
It gets hot.
Yeah, if it gets hot or cold, I'll find out.
Oh, I thought you said it did. I was say, yep. If it gets hot, I'd have no idea what you got there. Oh,
But
No, I'm not on. I'm not on
no,
live.
no, Morty. They're just guests on mine. They come up on mine, and I put them up on screen. There's one live with, I think, what you can have like 9 people up there at one time, something like that.
10.
Nice, Uncle Don. That's cool. And now I've seen those too. They make now it's like a cooler thing. You only the one I seen had like these little things you froze in the freezer and you slid them down in there, and they were like, I don't know, those like the freezer packs that you buy, the square things with the blue stuff in it. You freeze them and put them in your cooler. But
Yep.
these were like square with holes in them, and the wind would blow through them out the other end. It'd be cold and come out with a little hose you could point at you, and it's an outside cooler or air conditioner. Uncle Lou turned me on to it. It'll only show them if you bring them up. They have to. If you look at the top, there's a link pinned at the top of my thing. The first thing you got to do is shut the volume off on the YouTube, or even hit pause is better, and click on that link, and it'll open up another window with live stream in it, and you enter the studio, so to speak, or whatever they call it. And then I see you pop up there at the bottom, and I decide whether I want to click on you and let you come up or not.
Here's y'all a poll right here. I got 2 polls I want to put out there. First one is, how many bluegill you think this 18-foot pool hold?
Oh, hey.
More than you'll ever use. It'll hold you at least a year, fool.
God, I have no many. How many it would hold and they'd still be healthy? I don't know. A couple hundred, probably.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured too, Bug. Maybe more.
I know I appraised this house one time, and they had a little pond in the back. It was maybe 30 yards across and 40 yards long. And
I might have 38 in there.
they stocked this pond with these bluegill. And I don't know if they put the kind of bread or what, but you could take a scoop of that fish food and fling it out in this pond, man, and it looked like piranhas eating the fish. And the lady said, "You won't come and catch some of them out of here? You can." Well, I didn't catfish back then, or I would be like, "Heck yeah, I'll come out and catch as many as you want me to."
Yeah, you get that set up right, Rustic, put you some structure in there, man, and you might be able to breed bluegills on that.
Well, on this one side over here,
Little guy, huh?
on the west side, I'm going to put pea gravel, about 100 pounds of pea gravel in there, and scatter it out, dump it in there real good. That way, if they want a bed, they'll have a bedding area. And on the other side of the decoys there, I'm going to put some more limbs right there.
I'd probably put sand in it because most of your fish lay their eggs in sand.
Yeah, but the bluegill, they'll take pick up pea gravel and put it in a circle and make like a mess.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I ain't read up on them.
I washed them over here in these ditches over here when it got low, and they're like right now there's bluegill sitting on nest right now.
Wow, that's kind of late in the year, but
Yep.
I imagine they could make it if they got out and ate good, you know. I'm just trying to move some stuff around in here to make room to put more stuff.
Yeah.
So I can get it out of the, get what's there in here, tools and all that out of the weather. It's covered up and all, but I just want to get it out of the yard. But that, I thought about that too, about that swimming pool and bluegills. Oh, everything's falling out.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm still running my pump right now because I'm trying to clear this water up some. It's supposed to be warm all this week, so the water will warm up. Hopefully, it makes some algae for them.
Yeah. Good.
And right now, they're all hovered up around that tree limb over right now. I haven't had not one get into my skimmer yet.
That's good. That's a plus, man.
This pool is 9,000 gallons. So an 18-foot diameter pool, 4 foot deep, could possibly hold 1,000. 6-inch bluegill and thrive as long as there is structure and food. Huh. That's 1,000. 1,500. I don't want to put that many in there. But this is 9,000 gallons of water, and you got to think too. I've dug the center down, so the center is like a foot deeper than what this is more than a 4 foot pool. This I think a 50. But anyway, down in the center of it, it's just a little over 5 feet. Or right at 5 feet. Calculation factor is 1 gallon per 1 inch of fish. I don't want a bunch in there. I just want about 40, and that
1,000
way,
fish in there, boy, they'd be
get out
fighting
here,
for
drink
this
coffee,
again
and
and
watch the
food.
summer rain. Because by the time I put that structure in there, you're not throwing a net in there to grab them.
No.
And so far, I've only had one float. One died.
What time is it?
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's going on 9 already. Shit. Damn it. That ain't good.
Dinner floating on top right now. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to eat plastic stuff.
Styrofoam. Yep, plastic or styrofoam.
Right now, they're chain. I got about a foot of chain off the front of them to keep them upright. And right now, they're tangled up in the limb down there. There's another one in there, but it's sunk. It's up under the limb. Somehow it got up under the limb.
So you put a dead duck in there.
Yeah, it's sunk. Somebody shot it, and I didn't know it had holes in it. And I set it out, but I put it in They keep getting hung up by this ladder right here behind it. 25 gills and feed them ribeye. You trying to turn them into piranha. Well, anyway, I put it behind there, wedged him in there. Somebody got out, and I guess he sunk, and the water current pushed him up under the limbs under there. So he's wedged. I can see him sitting up under there.
You better
So
get
it's
up
gonna
in
take
there
a
and get him out before it gets too cold.
Nah, he'll stay right there from now on.
He's good, huh?
I need to get it out of there though, because it's got a chain on it too, and if I don't, it'll rust on that pull liner.
Yep. Yes, it will. Well, I gotta get a game plan on what I gotta do paperwork wise today. Cause the Medicaid thing, not only do I gotta make the Miller's Trust thing, but get this, I've already filled it out an application, right? With I don't know, like 30 files I had to upload for it. Well, now we have to start all over again with a new application with all the files uploaded to another one.
Huh.
Like,
I was watching Highway Patrol and
Yeah, I've been sitting out here in the mornings just drinking coffee and watching the fish swim around. I thought, this is nice. I got to get me my fire pit laying right there, sitting over there. I got to get me some wood to burn. We'll get me a rank of wood, stack it up over there, and mowed my yard yesterday. Looks pretty good. Gigability. Get too much ammonia in there, you won't have no fish. Yeah, that's why I'm
yeah,
trying to. That's an eating. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure the leaves are out. Keep the leaves out of it.
yeah.
One thing about in the summer, I can take my pump. I can drop my 2-inch pump in there and pump out half the water and put that well water back in there so it can keep the water cold for them. Water won't get too hot.
Curtis. Oh, did you watch it all? I haven't watched the entire thing, but yeah, that guy's pretty interesting, isn't he?
What's that cat after right there?
But the first 5 minutes actually explains all the average person needs. You know what I mean? As far as explains how the system works and why it helped me understand why you'd see Republicans voting for Democrat bills that you knew were stupid and they shouldn't be voted for. That's for sure. And once you figured out how the system worked, it's like, ah.
Boy, if them Haitians would have come here, they'd have a field day on these cats.
Yep.
Cats all over the daggone place.
If they come there won't be.
Well, I'd rather have the cat.
There's some interviews out there with
Curtis
people that live
2.0.
there that aren't on the news that tell what's really going on there. Do you ever notice the news always picks probably the stupidest person in the town to interview?
I just visited my parents' house and it looks cleaner than theirs. Looks cleaner than what, Morty? Oh, if I wanted to make this pool crystal clear, I can buy the stuff. You hook your water hose, you spray it on top, let your pump off for 24 hours. And then you come back and man, it'd be crystal clear from top to bottom. You just got to get in there and vacuum it, the sediment off the bottom. But once again, don't be talking about anything like that. We got kittens here. What's that? Something about kittens. Everyone I got to go with my son there. Several cars on porch, and my son just tells me she got 3 more kittens. Oh, here, kitty. I think my grandson's gonna have a blast fishing out of this thing. Some cats are as good as dogs. Well, there's a black one walking down the street right now. He's like in prey mode. He's like trying to sneak up on something like a tiger. I don't know what the heck he's trying to sneak up on, but must be a rabbit sitting out over there or something. Most of these cats are feral. They fend for themselves. Find dead dove feathers all over the place sometimes. Oh, there's a fish. He down there by that limb down there. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. Man, there was a huge hornet landed in the pool yesterday. Got to be a hornet's nest around here. That makes 2 that's got in this pool and drowned. But the stinger on that dude was a 1/4 inch long. I'm like, golly, man, I hope I never ever in my life get stung by one of them. You should throw a branch that floats, then they may hover at surface. Please catch a monster for me, someone. Morty. Throw a branch out there that floats, huh? Well, I got one right there. Then ducks are, it's sticking up out of the water over there. And goes across the bottom, it goes up, got a bunch of branches, limbs off of it. But the ducks are hung up on them right now. I think they're scared of the ducks myself, but I'm hoping they get used to them. Then we can see them on cam. Yeah. Eric, what's he saying? Good morning, Eric. On next week, I'm scheduled to drive. Awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take the ducks out of there because I think they're scared of them ducks. And them suckers got good eyesight too, boy. They can see me when I walk up on this deck. They scatter. They're probably afraid them ducks are going to eat them. Yeah, that's what somebody else said. Well, I was kind of hoping to leave them in there. That way, when the fly zone starts to duck and geese, man, it might get some duck flying here. Might put me a box on that other side, or duck box over there. Won't be no duck living in it. We all know you drive like a grandpa with glue. I got stung. Oh, wait, whoa. I got stung by a hornet on the boat once, right in the back of the arm where you're sleeping with. Oh my goodness. Can't drive a truck, stick up a pig's butt. Oh my goodness. All right, Morty, you have a good one. Well, I hope you catch some fish tomorrow. Wait till a grab bird of prey swoops down and grabs one. Yeah, the eagle fly by. So, oh, there's some ducks right there. I'm getting that boy. He gonna drop that duck real quick.
Oh man, it's gonna be another wonderful day in the world. See you, Morty. Come on back in and hang out tomorrow, buddy.
Oh, I see a fish. For a second, he went back down.
Right, dog swoops down, grabs one of them ducks.
Yes, it is. We are going to get rain. Uh-oh.
Hey, Morty, that's why they call it fishing, buddy. It's not always catching, but it's
Yep.
always fishing.
Let me stand up for a second to see if I can see them worms on the bottom. I bet they don't pick them worms up.
Hey, Uncle Lou, if you get tired of that rain, buddy, you send some over here because, man, I'm telling you, I may not have a yard next year if it don't rain pretty soon. I mean, granted, it's good I can't mow right now because I got those parts to fix the mower, but
Been sweating like
things have not been conducive to lawnmower repair the last 2 weeks or so. I wonder how much pain I'll be in this time next week. Let's see what all we got here from the VA. Oh, shoot, right there I got to start using them, don't I? Okay. Apply a small amount to each nostril. What did it say? Twice a day for 5 days before your surgery. Now, what do you mean by apply to each nostril? Do you want that stuff up in the nostril or like big salve just kind of on the edge there? Apply a small amount to each nostril twice a day for 5 days. I reckon.
all right. Well, they're swimming, but they're swimming right on the bottom.
I wonder if that's because of the water temperature or something, and they're trying to get down where it's the coolest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That, and there's no worms laying on the bottom now. So some of the fish eat them worms.
Oh, that's cool, dog. I don't know anyone that's ever had it, so I don't know what kind of pain's involved.
There it says, so you're not doing a show next week, Bugman?
Yeah, there could be. We'll see. Just depends on how I feel. Monday, probably on the way to the hospital, I might do something, and then I'll be home Monday night, and we'll see how I feel Tuesday morning or if I sleep well. Like I said, I don't have any idea what kind of pain I'm going to be in. And in fact, I got to reach out to my doctor today about pain management and my recovery stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. Here we go. That's prescribing. I don't want to know about prescribing. I want to know how you freaking use this stuff, you knuckleheads.
Yeah, with the temps being in the mid to high 80s this week, that water temp should come up. By Friday, they should be good and hungry. I'll run up Sykes and get them some mealworms.
You know, actually, Eric, I'll let you come up on mine any day you want to do Road Rage with Eric. I just would sit and watch that for the fun of it.
Yeah, I've
I
been
would
trying to
sit
get him to
back
do
and
road
not
rage
say a
with Eric
word.
for 2 weeks.
Road Rage with Eric. What do you mean? We already seen that before. Anytime you're on here.
Yeah,
Hey man, real
hey,
time
Miss John Parker.
catfishing. I'm with you. Well, they're gonna put an IV in, but I don't know what else they're gonna do. And I'm gonna be like, man, y'all just put me to sleep, do whatever you gotta do, and wake me up when you're done. You don't even have to tell me in details what you're doing because I don't care and I don't want to know.
Keep a pillow with you that way when you cough.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I had to. Boy, I was like, ugh. But mine was rough though. They wound up having to cut me open. They couldn't do that microscopic because
Oh really? That's what I'm afraid is gonna happen with me. Be honest with you.
well, with my diverticulitis I had when it ruptured, it causes that infection on the inside.
Oh
And
okay,
it
yeah,
scraped so much of that inner muscle that it was super thin that they could not adhere to
yeah,
it. So they had to literally go in and sew it to my outer muscle.
yeah. I see what you're saying. Ah,
Would have never had a hernia if I didn't have diverticulitis. And I don't know why they didn't sew that up, but they didn't.
what diverticulitis?
Yeah, where they cut me open, they didn't
Yeah,
sew it. They just left
yeah.
it open. Well,
Really?
actually, they had it. Yeah, there was no stitches, no staples in it. And wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, it was kind of like a glue. And then they
Huh.
had to cut me open and put a tube in there to drain the infection out. And they never sewed that back up. They just let it heal on
Morning,
its own.
Sam.
And that's
No
where my
kidding.
hernia
They were
started.
already in there. Well, when they done when I had that the colon surgery, first I had
I
like you, I
understand
had
three.
perforation in the big infection. Well, they ended up going in and removing part of my colon, 18 inches actually. So instead of trying to repair where the perforation was, they just got rid of it. And I was so blessed I didn't have to wear a colostomy bag while it healed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've
That's
heard
what I was
stories about
worried
that.
about.
Hey, look at there. The duck broke loose. I guess she got tired of mating.
Huh.
Spider right
Eating non-spicy food is recommended. Drink plenty of fluids and avoid alcohol for the first 24 hours after surgery to prevent nausea and help with full recovery. Okay, it looks pretty simple. With a small sip of water.
Yeah, I can see the bottom of the pool with lights on it right now. The sun's on it. And there's
Oh,
one
yeah, yeah, I
down.
can see it. Well, I don't know why I ain't got that. And why didn't you tell me to put that stuff on the big screen? Damn it, I don't never remember it. There. That should have been like that an hour ago. Y'all got to remind me of that stuff, man. How you doing, Stan 3, man? Good to see you, buddy. Can Bobby fish in your pool?
Oh, there's a worm right there. They ain't got that one yet. Looks like a worm.
C4108. Okay, that's good information right there. That's a good information to have right there. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, what a beautiful morning, man. God, this is so beautiful.
Yeah, right. Look at him. He is cruising backwards, isn't he?
What's that duck?
Yeah, the duck swimming. Now he's swimming sideways. It's a well-trained duck. Now, see, I've never had a problem with anesthesia, so hopefully that won't be an issue.
I ain't either. I always told them, they asked me, do you have a problem with anesthesia? I said, nope, that's some of the best sleep I've ever get in my life.
Yeah, no doubt. I sleep well, thank you.
And I said, if I'm sleeping after surgery, do not wake me up. Let me sleep.
Load me on a gurney and put me in the car and send me home.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, that's why I got to put Dad in a nursing home. There's no way I can do the recovery. And
Rustic's Pet Ducks. It's a new channel.
Pet ducks.
Hey, those are the best pets to have right there. You don't have to feed them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one swimming backwards, that is definitely well trained.
That's right, buddy.
Next year he'll do backflips.
The other two, their chains are caught on the limbs down there.
Shit in your driveway, exactly. Or the geese. I know out at the reservoir, out there where I go carp fishing or whatever, they have a real big problem with geese. And like the piers that the boat, they have docks all the way around the shoreline, and people rent the docks for the summer, and they are always covered in duck shit. Or goose shit, I mean, not duck. Big, giant goose turds.
Hi, Mike Huckabee here, and this election is going to have many of us up at night. Me included. The very balance of our country is hanging by a thread. That's why I'm going to make sure I vote. And until then,
oh, shoot, man. Time, man. It's 9 o'clock already. I got to go lay down for a little bit, guys. Y'all can hang out here all you want. I'll come back and close it down later. I don't care. Don't get my channel banned.
Thank you.
You get my channel banned, I'll be coming after all of you. I know where you live, and I got evil friends.
Rustic's easy find. Just find the ducks that swim backwards.
Exactly. You find the backward swimming ducks, and you're at Rustic's house.
You go telling a cop that he'd have you in the nut house, dude.
Rustic's a big old boy. You probably don't want to show up there without reinforcements.
I'm just a teddy bear.
Yep.
Yeah, Rustic's all right. He's such a nice guy. He'll invite you in for coffee.
Yep. And
Uh-oh.
then kill you.
She's back for more. You little whore.
And turn that damn phone off. That's so loud the neighbors could hear it.
You don't talk about loud. My crazy ass neighbor behind me back here Sunday, man, she blared her stereo for 3 hours straight. Boom, 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 boom. You can hear it all through the house. And I'm like, good God. You must be
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, she probably chewed up an edible and was in the zone and was just jamming. Sitting in the chair feeling the music.
She's got this big old motorcycle. It's a big one, and she's trying to ride that thing everywhere. And she don't have license, insurance, or nothing. And I caught her over at outside town at this drug house. And I said, yep, I know what she's doing there.
No kidding.
And then it wasn't, I guess she come home. It wasn't an hour after she come home. Boom, 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 boom. Yep,
Yeah.
she's high.
Yep. I hope it's just some weed or something and not anything major.
Nah, smoking that crack.
Is she? Yeah, she'll be freaking dead in 2 years. That stuff is
Man.
no joke, man. You know what I
Uh,
mean? It literally just imagine pouring gasoline on styrofoam. That's what that does to your
Hey,
bronchs.
TSO.
Hey,
There.
yeah. So we were talking about your video a little bit earlier, filling up the feeders, and
Oh,
about it's not legal to bait like that here in Indiana. I don't think.
is that my student, Mr. Daryl Morris?
Yep.
Your student.
One day I'll teach him how to do that. Hello, Daryl. Good to see you.
All right, Daryl. Yeah, looks of the setup they had, there ain't much teaching needed. The best part was spraying the wasp in the deer blinds. I like that.
Here in Missouri, you can feed the deer year round in your spot, but right before opening a bow or a gun, I think it's like 2 weeks or something like that, or 30 days. You got to. There cannot even be a grain of corn on the ground. You got to clean it all up.
Grasshoppers learn well.
I was hunting and one time, climbed up in a tree, and I was sitting there hunting. This nice buck come by, and I shot it, and it ran over about 10 feet, fell over. I said, "Yeah," and I was over there gutting that deer. And I turned, I looked behind me, and there was a pile of corn sitting there. I said, "No wonder." I said, "Damn, let's get this deer out of here."
How you doing, buddy? I got you a good one today.
I didn't even know that corn pile was there. I left the gut pile not too far from that corn pile.
Got boogie guys, huh? There you go. Now you better get that little. Oh wait, little guy. I'm sorry, I forgot you had your leash on. Here you go. Butters is gone now. Sorry, guys. Oh. All gone, Till. Sorry, honey. Butters got three hooked together. He's still out there chewing it up. Butters stopped by to say hi.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He's off house arrest, huh?
Yeah. He evidently ain't killed no chickens recently. Now, my neighbor to the south of me just let some chickens start roaming out in his backyard. I hope Butter don't go over and kill one of them, because that neighbor over there, he's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? He may shoot Butters for eating his chickens.
Yep.
Yeah. He has the right to protect his livestock.
Yes, he does. Yeah, TSO, I enjoyed that video of filling up the deer bait. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. Is it possible before you get in there and start spraying to maybe get like one of them flea bomb jobbies? You know what I'm talking about? Just open the door, set it off, and set it in there and close the door, and then come back in a little bit and spray the nest. It may save you from those stings. I don't know.
What, he has a wasp in there or something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. Like major. I think it was 3 deer blinds or whatever they were in.
Ugh.
I remember Susie and her daughters were scared to death of spiders. And I had a little cellar with crawl space all around. And I'd go down there, in the spring and usually about midway through summer, and I would set off one of those flea bombs and let it go off underneath the house, you know what I mean, and kill all the spiders and stuff. Crap, Dad's up. I'll be back.
They don't want to smoke them, want to kill them. If you don't want to smell in there, what you do, get some Dawn dishwashing liquid, and you mix it in real thick in a sprayer, and then you spray the crap out of it, and that Dawn dishwashing liquid's on her wings, it'll kill them. And you won't have the smell of a chemical kill for the wasp. Soaked in diesel. Let's go exploring. Courtesy, I did not see the big ones this summer. The past two probably bigger than golf balls. Courtesy Dave. Dave does stuff like that just to get people talking. You talking about me, Joe? I don't know what they were, but the only insect I ever been scared of is like some more 2 inches. What's he? I'm not over 2 inches there. He just cried they weren't wasps, ladybugs.
I'm glad you said that thing about make sure I had a pillow with me now that you mentioned it for coming home to hold against my belly.
I took the one from the hospital. I wouldn't let it go.
Yep. I'm going to figure out which one I want to take, but that's a good idea.
They said, we're going to have that. We're going to need our pillow back. And I said, like hell you are.
Yeah, you just bill me for that because it's not coming back. It's coming with me. And don't bill me like I was buying from the pillow guy neither.
And I told them, y'all should have told people they ought to bring a pillow with them.
Yep, that is a good idea. It's like when I had my first shoulder surgery, my buddy warned me. He said, dude, make sure you got a comfortable recliner because the first week or so, you're going to be sitting in that recliner and not sleeping in the bed. And he was right. It was the best piece of advice I got about surgery on my shoulder.
Shoot, mine so extensive on the surgery, man. I slept my recliner almost 3 months.
Yep. I think I was in mine for about 2-3 weeks, maybe.
Then we got another bed in there, and I call it the brick because it's like laying on concrete floor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that was the only, I slept in there for a month and a half because I couldn't sleep in our bed because ours is pillow top. And I had to sleep a certain way. My arm had to be straight out.
Hold on, dog and I missed that. Let's see.
And one day I finally just forced myself to sleep in there, and my back thanked for me. I don't even watch kayak catfish for hours, and he is my future husband.
Ladybugs, yep.
Good Lord. What's funny, it messed up at some time he copied. Come on, Jody, you should have higher standards. She's talking about kayak catfish. I love me some Justin.
Oh, man.
Sound like Jody's wanting some of Justin. Not Justin, but adjusting.
You know what the best part is? I'll get a whole week next week of not having to do anything but rest.
Uh-oh, look at there. That one duck's looking at them other two because she got moved over to that other one. Yeah, buddy.
He is not happy. Like, dude, man, get off my woman. What's wrong with you coming in here duck blocking me?
Yeah, duck blocking me. Uh-oh, they're backing up booties. Look at there. Uh-oh.
They're both gonna give it up to him. We need help. We need help, Rustic. I'm telling you right now. We're watching fake ducks playing a pool, and we're
Yeah, we're telling their life story up here.
yeah, we're making. Oh, the one's backing away. Like, okay, dude, I'm sorry, man. Let me get out of here. And he's laughing as he's backing up. Like, I already hit it anyway. I don't care.
Yeah, he's doing the Michael Jackson duck slide. It's about to be a train. Oh gosh. And my eyes are watering, y'all killing me.
Yeah, we're playing dolls. Yeah, no.
He's circling around. She might be thinking, huh? And go back to the other one. He's bigger.
Yeah, James has a real nice boat.
You guys are playing dolls. No, we're playing ducks.
We should make a list of things that probably don't exist anymore. Like, for instance, the game Jacks. Remember that? The little star-shaped
Oh yeah.
things, and you throw the ball up and
Catch it, pick a jack up,
you have
catch
to
the ball.
pick up however many at what your turn was or whatever.
Yeah.
And you always wanted to pick them up when you were done, because if you stepped on one at night, you'd cry.
Oh my gosh, man. I had one go through my foot one time when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Oh, it was painful.
Jacks and stuff like that just probably don't exist anymore. Video games took over all the good stuff.
People talk about I stepped on Legos. I started crying. Well, you ain't never stepped on a jack, have you?
Yeah, the Legos are like stepping on a soft cookie compared to a jack.
A jack will
Especially if there's 10 of them
break the
laying
wall
on the
down.
floor. Yeah. Yeah, I never was good at jacks because I had small hands.
Like pickup sticks. That was I hated that
Yeah,
game.
pickups, all the stuff we used to do that they probably don't do no more. I know one. Play army out in the yard with sticks as guns. I know they ain't doing much of that anymore. Remember, you used to be able to buy those, like the bag with 100 or so little plastic army men in it, and then you'd set up your battlefield
Oh
out.
man, those are murder on your feet too. The little cowboy Indian
Yep,
one.
yep. Lincoln Logs. It's hard telling what this world will look like 20 years from now. We won't even recognize it probably. Especially with the AI, if it takes off like they're talking about. And they're talking about someday every house will have a robot in it like they do a PC now. You know what I mean? That literally does everything for you. And then you have all kinds of leisure time. Hopscotch. I was going to say that one, Joe. The king of the hill on a nice big dirt hill. Yep, or a sand hill. Hopscotch. And then we used to play a thing in my neighborhood. I don't know if anyone else ever played or not. It may have just been in my area, but we would take a couple newspapers and roll them up and cover them up, or put rubber bands around them where they wouldn't unfold, and then we'd be on our bicycles and we played what was called paper tag. Okay, everybody's sitting there and one guy's it, and he has the newspaper, and you take off riding, and if he hits you with the newspaper, then you're it. You got the newspaper, and you got to try and catch someone else, or catch, you know what I mean? We called it paper tag. In the neighborhood was the boundary. You know what I mean? And a lot of scraped knees and elbows from that game, and none of us had helmets on.
We remember them lawn darts.
Red Rover, yep.
Remember them lawn darts? We used to take and throw them up in the air. Whoever moved first was a sissy.
Yeah. That's probably why they're illegal now.
I'd love to have me a set of those. You don't want to go on eBay and try to buy a set because they're like $200.
Oh yeah. You know what I tracked down though, and I'll probably get another one if I ever move, was a high capacity shower head for my shower. They're out there mostly on eBay, but they don't limit your shower to like, 1 gallon every 5 minutes or something. It like blows. I got a well and it even blows hard. I couldn't imagine it was city water.
I used to have a friend. He had 3 beanbag shooters, and
Yep, I remember those.
we would get to drinking, and we'd say, "Well,
Yep.
can't shoot nobody in the head, but it's a free for all." We got to start shooting each other with them dang gum beanbags. Oh, we was all bruised up, and them things hurt too.
And then we
I've
used
never
to make
done that.
potato cannons.
Potato gun. Yep.
Yeah, those are dangerous.
Oh, I did one about 1:30 in the morning up here in Columbus when I was a teenager. Me and my buddy, we shot it into a fence. Man, it was a pretty good size potato. We squirted some hairspray in there and it ignited. It went off. It sounded like somebody shot a cannon in there in that, in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
My buddy's grandma come out there. We got in trouble.
I'll bet you nowadays if you made one of them and was shooting it, I bet you they would charge you with making terroristic weapons or something like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'll bet you they would.
I went over to the fence and we looked at that.
Same concept. Do what?
We looked at that potato. There wasn't nothing left but the skin dangling from the fence.
Nice. Hey, Martin, how are you, buddy? You coming into the States here for long, aren't you?
Hey, Martin.
Hello, Martin.
Yeah, I'll never forget that beanbag, shooting the beanbags at each other.
You give me an idea, Rustic. Don't do that.
I'll tell you, it hurt. When it hits you, it hurt. Boy, you feel like dying, but you get back up and run and hide behind something, and then like years later they come out with paintball. Well, I've never done that, but I've always wanted to. They say that stuff when it hits you too.
Dude, if they're
I
close
used
to
to
you,
shoot the
it'll leave a
boys with
welt
it.
on you or a blood blister. They hurt.
I was messing with the boys one day. He ran around, we was playing hide and seek, and I opened the door and hollered. Nobody showed up, so I started shooting into places where I think they would hide. I had a straw bin. I got one in the straw bin. When I come out, the other one ran around the pool, and I was shooting at him, and he raised up too quick. And when I did, it got him right in the side of the head.
Oh,
Mhm.
next
But
Wednesday, Martin. Cool. Sorry, brother, I'm
I-
having surgery Monday, but I'll get with you somehow.
He was
Next
way
week,
over 50 feet.
USA. Awesome, Martin.
Well, guys, I gotta go. Company's here.
All right.
We'll see you. Thanks, Buggy. See you, Rustic.
No
Everybody in
worries, man.
chat.
We'll see you tomorrow,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Thanks for showing us the old albums.
All right, man. We'll see everybody later. Have a good day.
All right,
See you,
man.
Mike.
Later. All right, Martin. That's cool, brother. Maybe I'll get to hook up with you guys over at J Dogs or something one day. I don't know, how many days it'll be before I can drive or anything after my surgery. How long you gonna be in? Because I've never had any surgery like this, so I don't. If I guess she said if they just do the little holes with the robot thing, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, if they do that, it'll be sore.
Yeah,
But if they have to cut you open, and that's when you're really gonna be sore.
yeah, because they have to
But,
cut all them stomach muscles to get down in there.
Yep. And so you want the robot things. I mean, I wish they tried it on me, but it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
And so that was like a double whammy for me. It's like, oh my God.
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of too. Because she didn't. I guess she looked at the MRI or the CT scan or whatever. 2 weeks. I'll make a way to get to see you, Martin, for sure somehow.
He said he said 2 weeks. Maybe he can get down there and fish with you and J Dog.
That's what I was thinking. But the lady didn't really look that close at my gut or anything. She must have looked at the CT scan and she didn't act like it was much of a hernia. And I'm thinking, well, what's this big ass bulge sticking out in the front of my belly then if it ain't that big?
They would tell you fat.
Nope. I can tell you right now that's not what it is. It's about the size of a potato that's sticking out right in front of my belly. And
Yep.
if I eat too much, then it sticks out a lot. And then it starts hurting real bad, like the last 2 days it did.
They told me they wasn't going to do surgery unless it got to hurting real bad, and so I went 2 years. And then finally I decided, this is starting to get hurting. So
Yeah. I've waited 2 years just because, I couldn't really do it with dad and everything, but it's got the point, like you said, it's got the point now. It hurts so much, I don't have much of a choice. It's got to be done.
yep.
I never understand what do these people do that can afford these, like this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van converted to a camper for $130,000. The hell you do for a living you can afford something like that?
Yep, ain't gonna check your oil. Morning, Lisa Elliott. She's back out there with a boyfriend.
Yeah, they all back together now. They fuss for a little bit and then go back together.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to have me a little camper for when I'm able to travel again after everything. Then I could be able to take off and, go down somewhere to fish with someone and have my camper to stay in and everything.
Morning, 217. Rebel Outdoors. Got Miss Lisa Elliott in the house.
Hey, Rebel, how are you, buddy? Hi, Lisa.
Lisa's that leg healed up yet, so you're back to kicking Aaron's butt, keeping him in line. She's done turned her tail to the other one.
Uh-oh. She's a little floozy duck. That's what she
Yeah.
is. She's a floozy. I don't want to do no update yet. That thing will keep popping up until it finally says enough and does it on its own, won't it?
Oh, it's still giving you fits. Well, I hate to hear that, Lisa. Ain't nothing worse, I think, than having a bum leg. When I fell at the river the other day, boy, my knee was swole up. Oh, my God. It was painful to walk. Banged up. It's still swollen a little bit, but it's went down quite a bit now.
Oh, wow, man. They're going to have this thing. When is this? September 28th. Badlands Off-Road Park in Attica, Indiana. Tribute to the troops. First 1,000 military members get tickets for free. That's me. Let's see. Concert and tribute show the 28th with Gretchen Wilson, Eddie Montgomery, and some guy named Jared something. Air show, 21 gun salute, food trucks, beer tent. One of them helmet cam videos on my channel here takes place at that park, Attica, Indiana. I think it even says Attica on it, Attica Hare Scrambles or something like that. Damn, that'd be fun to go to right there. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I'd get in free. I could even take my dirt bike and putt around on it. Oh no, I can't. That'll be a couple weeks. Never mind. Just turn the page, man. It ain't for you. You ain't gonna do nothing until next spring. Huh. I don't know, man.
I want to get a box of earplugs.
What's that?
I think Lisa said she'd go get him a box of earplugs so she won't have to listen to Aaron 24/7.
Go through the auto RV and see if there's any good auctions close to me, man. You can get some cool stuff at them old auctions, farm auctions and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all over around here. You know, the farmers are getting old and dying, and the kids just sell everything off. This one here's got a bunch of old cars and shit. None of them look worth anything though.
Yeah, I used to go to the estate sales and farm
Yeah,
auctions on here.
yeah,
Sometimes
that's
you can
what.
find a pretty good deal that you can resell.
Oh yeah, that or you can find good tools. A good working farm that goes for sale. You can always, if you're trying to set up your garage or whatever, you can usually find like vices and things like that. You know, workbenches, vehicles, and guns. Yeah, it's good to dream.
Yeah.
030 black, red, white, gray, charcoal, indigo, blue, aluminum sheets, huh?
I guess I need to get down there and backwash that pool.
Backwash it from what, the other side or something?
Nah, backwash where it's cleared the water out some.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The water's clear. It's just that the sediment on the bottom is from that well water. It's been too cold to make it algae.
Yeah, this is cool. It's an online auction, and it's got, you know, like old Pennzoil signs, Kindle gas cans, and crap like that. I may have to log in and check that out.
When it become a duck pond.
You better watch out. I hope there ain't nobody coming from Haiti up around there. You ain't gonna have no ducks left.
If they eat them ducks, they're pretty daggone hungry.
Hey, I did see a video, and it's a real one. I don't know what town it was in. It wasn't that, you know, Ohio town or whatever, but there were these Somalians next door to this guy's house, and he's filming it out his window with a camera, you know, like on the DL, and they had a freaking dog on a split spinning above a fire. I should have freaking marked that or saved that so I could show someone that it wasn't BS, that it was true. Ooh, this is some nice antique furniture right here, man. Where's it at? No way, Farmland, Indiana. Oh, these are right close to me, man. You kidding me? I sure wish I had some money. There's a couple old, you know, like, oh, I don't know what you call them. It's like, you know, it's got a cabinet in the bottom and two glass doors that open with shelves in the top, maybe like dish display or something. I don't know what they're called. Let's see. Kitchen cupboard. Yeah, I guess it'd be like a cupboard with glass doors, maybe. That's what it is. There's three of them. They're old, original, antique ones. That's very cool. Lawn tools and lawn and garden. They got a 0-turn lawnmower. Bug could sure use that. I'm liking these online auctions. Hell, that one's in Markleville, Indiana. That's close to me. They got an old dune buggy from, like, remember the dune buggies in the 70s? Had the fiberglass body and the windshield. And that's pretty cool.
It's Volkswagen engine.
Yep. We built a dirt dune buggy when I was a kid for, you know, riding off road. Dad and my uncle built them. took Volkswagens and rolled the body off and took the, the pan and the motor and stuff and build them from that up. They were pretty cool. Yep, I'm digging these online auctions. I didn't know they done them. It's kind of like you just log on and bid on them, I reckon. Speedy buggy. Yep, exactly. That kind there, like speed buggy, the exact same kind. That's what I'm talking about. Whatever, however you used to say it. What you want, buddy, huh? He said, "You're the most handsome young man standing in this area right now." Yes, you are. The most handsome dog in my room right now. That is such a puppy. He's a good boy. What do you want, huh? What you want? You think we should have been laying down a little bit ago, shouldn't we? I know. I decided not to, though, buddy. I'm sorry. The cat's laying in your spot, ain't he? That's what it is. You got a sore ear, huh? Let me see. I'm going to take you to the doctor, I think, little dude. Oh, crap. Little guy needs to go to the doctor. 2006 Dodge Magnum SRT-8. I thought those were cool, like the Dodge station wagon looking thing. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what's up, NJ? But I dug those, man. I would like to have one. This one here is $33,000 though, so I'm probably gonna have to pass on it. Man, I tell you, it's a good thing I don't hit a lottery, because I would have to build me a 15 or 20 car garage. There's an old boy down the way there on the highway that builds, custom hot rods and stuff. And he's got a couple coupes out there that are just awesome. In fact, I'm going to stop and take a video of it and come think of it, a short, and put it on here, because one of them's real cool. It's white with blue, like I guess they're called scallops that go into a point. It looks really cool. What do you want, little man, huh? I dig FJ Cruisers too. I think those are cool. What do you want, buddy? I ain't sure what you're trying to tell me. Did Timmy fall in the well? Huh? What? What do you want? Is Timmy in the well? Do we need to go save him? Huh? Well, you know what? Timmy's dumbass shouldn't have been playing around the well. So he's just going to have to learn the hard way.
Sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have thoughts of suicide. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including angioedema, potential heart rhythm problems, and abnormal movements.
Well, this isn't getting anything done, but it is so hard to get motivated to log onto that web page and start redoing that application and uploading all them files. But I think the only ones I got to get new files on are the bank statements. All the other ones are not, time sensitive or whatever. Yeah. Oh, man. John, I can tell you a story. My uncle, or I called him my uncle, he lived 2 houses down from us my whole life, but he had a tea bucket, and I'm like 13 years old maybe. And people cruised Madison Street back then on the weekends. And he asked me if I wanted to go for a ride in it one time. I'm like, heck yeah, man. So we're cruising in this tea bucket, and we end up on Madison Street, going down Madison Street. And these chicks pull up beside us in a car and flip their tops up and show us their titties. And I mean, I'm a young guy, not quite. I might not even have been a teenager yet, but man, you kidding me? I was like, oh heck yeah! And he said, now don't tell your mom that happened when we get back. And I was like, I won't, I promise. And then one other time I was boating with him, he always had really cool boats. And some chick was laying up on top of a hill on a point sunbathing. And he pulled up and asked her if she wanted to go for a ride in the boat. And she's like, sure. And she has this towel wrapped around her because she didn't have a top on or whatever. And about halfway down the hill, she slipped and the towel came off. I was like, yes, I love being in your boat right now. And I've loved titties ever since. Titties do matter, I agree. For my water system. What do you use peroxide for in your water system? Well, I got a water softener, but I just put salt in it. I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to go out and the memory's nice. I'm going to go out and take pictures of the Ford and put it up on the marketplace and try and get rid of it. Break my heart. I like that thing, man.
What a beautiful morning. My gosh, it's beautiful out here.
Cleans the carbon. Oh, swamp water. Okay, I'm with you now. I understand. You ain't gotta lie. You're really gonna bleach your hair with it, but we won't tell nobody. I'll tell you what. Used pickups sure hold their value, don't they?
Good Lord.
I like this guy's ad. He's always got good prices on his cars.
I got it untangled with the colors to it. Get off there. Get out of there.
I hate to go in debt though and have a car payment. So I'll probably sell the little Ford, maybe sell some other stuff. Because I like the little Ford because it got such good gas mileage, man. You can't beat that. 31 miles a gallon. Any vehicle you get 31 miles a gallon out of and you can sleep in, I'm okay with that. Oh, I'm sorry, Max. I didn't see you there, buddy. Yeah, there's a 76 Camaro. That's pretty cool. $25,000. It ain't that cool. Well, guys, I reckon I best get busy. Ooh, there's a 68 vet, $59,000.
Well, yeah, you live in Florida. You're going to have swamp water.
Well, I was asking him what he was using the peroxide for. He said he had to get for his water treatment system. Well, I always thought were kind of cool cars was the Ford Falcons, man. I thought those were cool.
Well, that one duck just loves that. I don't know why I can't keep that one from over there.
You know, I don't like the people who put ads for like cars and stuff in these magazines and say, you know, call for price or details or whatever. Nope. Sorry, if you ain't gonna tell me what kind of price range you got on it, I'm not calling you or nothing. Screw you. I hate that. Hmm.
67 degrees. I think that's what that says.
What year? Does anybody know what year they stopped having points in distributors and stuff in trucks? Because I would like to find an older truck that has points and distributors
Gotta
as
get one
opposed
from
to,
the 80s, Buggy.
huh?
One from the 80s, I imagine.
That's
Early
what I
90s.
was thinking. It was probably something in the 80s.
Up in early 90s.
Oh, no, I'd say mid 80s. Maybe, yeah, I'd say mid 80s is the latest.
No, because I had an 87 that had a distributor and points.
Did you really? Chevy pickup?
Dodge.
Dodge? Yeah.
I think the 89 Dodge, the small Dodge truck, I think it had a point system in it.
So they can focus on helping their child live.
The fact that St. Jude doesn't build is a godsend. And the fact that we don't have to ask for help here makes things a lot
Huh.
easier.
Oh, that duck bounced off. Oh, he got tired of the brush. He's going around.
Just $19 a month. You'll help us continue the life-saving research and treatment.
Yeah, boy, pickup trucks sure do hold their value. Some of them. I've never had a Dodge truck except when I was a kid. We had a big old 3/4 ton Dodge called a camper special.
Yeah.
Had dual tanks and it was pretty cool. You know, it's like a 5-speed manual transmission. And Dad went and got seats out of a Cadillac from the junkyard and put them in it, bucket seats. It was a pretty cool old truck, actually.
Instead of teaching you word ball.
My brother had a telephone pole in it and totaled it out.
Tech car. Tim, what the heck?
I understand, Tim. Yep. What I need to do is this winter, I need to just get the Moto Guzzi finished and try to find a sidecar for it. Plan on using it. Yep, I'm into the tractors now. Ain't nobody want any of that stuff. Yeah, we're in the lawnmowers. Don't need none of that. Don't need any trailers. Here we go, RVs and camping.
I bet it was, Tim. Got a feeling this duck here's fixing to get hung up. Right in the hole right.
Ellie, I wish I could hate you, but I can't. I guess like they're saying, red makes you stronger than the lion. Only in my case, I guess he's gonna die in it.
Let's see if we can see any fish swimming around down there. Yeah, I see one right over there.
Well, that makes sense. Nice and neat. Yeah, real good. A beautiful woman looking out for your man every time.
J Dog is in the crib. What up, J Dog? 7 hour nap. I like how you live, brother. You living right. You kidding me?
Oh, man. J-Dog.
Ain't nothing better than a 7 hour nap. I am impressed. AJ Dog, get with me later today. I'm going to talk to you about that. I didn't know Attica had an Attica Motorsports place too. That's cool. Well, I bet that thing down in Attica is going to be crowded. Man, they're picking the fields, I'm telling you. It's over with for me for at least 3 weeks. AJ Dog Martin will be in next week, or 2 weeks, I think it was, he said. Maybe if I feel good enough after the week after my surgery, I'll get with you and we'll all hook up down at your place and go fishing. I could always just sit in a lawn chair and chill if I can't, reel anything in or anything yet. This one auction in Portland, Indiana sure looks interesting. It's the 21st. Oh, hell, that's this weekend. Never mind, I ain't got no money. Ooh, that looks like one of those. Ooh, there's an AR right there. Are you kidding me? I'd like to have an AR-15, man. I'm looking. I find something I could trade for it, but I'm sure looking. Those are cool. Don't worry about when Martin is here. I won't. I'll come over there and bitch slap somebody. And this guy, this auction in Muncie, he's got all kinds of like fenders and stuff for old trucks, tailgates. That one's online, man. I may have to check that out. See, that's what it is. Got a manure spreader. I seen a picture. I think it was on Instagram with kind of a story behind it, and it was a manure spreader, and behind it was a Cadillac Escalade or something white. And the person behind this guy on the tractor and manure spreader kept blowing their horn and flipping him off and all kinds of stuff. The guy just hit the spread thing on it and starts spewing shit up in the air all over that car. I like that. Craftsman roll around toolbox. Extension ladder, battery charger, air hose, and grill, air compressor, drill press. Ooh, drill press. I could use one. Wire welder. I think I still got one of those. Miter saw. Nope, don't need that. Don't need the band. Nope.
Abby. What you doing, Abby?
Hey, sure morning, buddy. How are you? Hey, Nubby. What's up, dude?
Hey, Axor. Good morning. Morning, Nubby.
Plenty of those manure spreaders in here. Boy, there is, ain't there? It gets spread deep, that's for sure. Man, I gotta get busy, guys. I really need to get out of here. What time is it? It's freaking 10 o'clock already. Oh, I need some chapstick. We are definitely going to work a deal out. I got some. I'm in like Flynn, baby.
You ain't like Flynn.
In like Flynn. Oh, man. You guys are the best. What you trying to say, Nubby?
I got my buddy with me.
Hey, buddy. How are you? Well, that old guy, he been around a while, ain't he?
Yeah, it's Abby. That's a female.
Or she been around a while?
Yep.
Yeah. Dogs are the best, man. It's a shame they don't live as long as humans do.
Shoot, this one
Then
here
you
out
don't,
with me probably.
huh? That one
This
there
one,
will. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm hoping little guy outlives me.
Told the wife when she
But,
passes away, there'll be no more animals. I don't want no more. We like to go too much, and we have to
yeah,
depend on the neighbor down the street take care of her. And, it's like, nah, I
yeah,
don't need animals that bad.
yeah,
The reason why I got
yeah.
this one because the kids dropped it off on me. My daughter. J Dog gone fishing.
Yep, I'll always have a dog. But I'm pretty sure from now on I won't have another big dog because if I have a little one, I can just take it with me. You know what I mean? That ain't a problem.
Yeah, adulting always gets in the way. It's where I've been the last 3 days, adulting, taking care of stuff,
Yeah,
personal
me
stuff.
too.
And
Yeah, adulting's a bitch, man. I've been stuck in the adult mode for a while now. Wonder what they want for mini Chihuahua, mini Dachshund or Dachshund. Yeah, I think that's it.
yeah, all them fish are piled up over on the shade side.
They ain't stupid. You know, I actually read an article in a fishing magazine about that. And the guy in the article, the gist of the article was that, fish think like humans, and if it's cooler in the shade on a hot day, then they're going to go in the shade.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they got all kinds of dogs in here this week. And it's nice to see the prices coming down on some of them to match the economy. See if we got some basset hounds. Those are cool. Mini schnauzers, Chihuahua puppies will be small. Yeah, something tells me they're not purebred Chihuahuas. Then, if you have to put will be small. Oh, French bulldog pups. They ain't giving a price on them though. I bet they ain't cheap. You can just ask Mark about that. Here's a J Dog American Bully puppies.
Huh.
That's just like J Dog American Bully.
Well, J-Dog don't need another puppy. He's got Rainbow Bright.
Yeah, well, I just said this is him. He's an American bully. Yeah, sure. That overtime's tough. Did you see where Trump was talking about if he got elected, doing away with taxes on overtime? How cool would
Yep.
that be, man? You kidding
You know
me?
what that means? No more overtime.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
That'll
it
actually that'll
it wouldn't
actually put
bother.
people back to work, Buggy, because if they cut out overtime, that means they'll have to hire somebody to take its
Well,
spot.
they're not going to cut out overtime. They're going to cut out the taxes on the overtime. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't bother the employer one way or the other.
No, I'm talking about the companies will cut out overtime.
Why? It ain't going to bother them none, because they aren't paying the taxes. All it is you would be taxed on your regular 40 hours, and then any money made above that would be tax free.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yellow jackets. Never seen anything like it. Yellow jackets, the most dangerous insect. They're swarming like never before. Huh.
I've seen a few of them this summer.
Man, I had a wasp get in here last week. I don't even think I told no one about this yet, but there's a wasp come in the sliding door, and he was like right sitting on the blind there, and I grabbed a little hand towel or whatever and put it over him and grabbed it. Yeah, that was wrong. You know what a wasp can do? He can sting through a little thin hand towel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm afraid I had to squish him then, because I was just going to take him and throw him back outside. But after he stung me, it's like, sorry, dude, it's over. I know you're just doing what wasps are doing. I'm doing what humans do when you hurt them. I'm squishing your ass.
Taking ducks out of there. Let's see if they like that with that ducks out of there better. See if they move around better.
And yellow jacket is
They're
the
scared
most
of the
dangerous
ducks.
insect in North America, Baker said. It kills more people than any other insect in North America, more than the black widow, more than the brown recluse.
There's a wasp right there landed on that rail right there. Oh, he's watching me too, boy.
Yeah, it
Almost
says
got it.
yellow jackets are social wasp, and once a worker wasp guarding the nest stings, it releases a pheromone that attracts more attackers. And while a honeybee dies after one sting, a yellow jacket can sting again and again and again, and can bite to get a better grip on the sting.
Yep, was out in the woods one time hunting. Me and my son was walking up through there, and I guess we stepped on one of the ground, a yellow jacket's nest in the ground.
Oh yeah.
Man, that dude jumped up, stung me on the hand, one hand, and stung me on the other arm. Got my son the same way, and we took off running. Them dudes followed us right up the hill.
Well, I was talking about Dad made them dune buggies. We was dune bugging in the woods down at Laurel one time, and they were actually making trails because there weren't any dune buggy trails at the time. It was just a motorcycle place. They had went down this hill in this valley, and there wasn't really no way to get out, so they all had to turn around. And one of them turned around and backed over a dead tree, and the roots come up out of the ground, and it was a giant wasp's nest. And you talk about trying to get out of there quick. All these dune buggies trying to turn around. I remember Dad, he just was like, screw it. And he made his own trail up through the woods, like, we're getting out of here now.
Well,
I
heck
think
yeah.
I got stung about 5 times.
Hey, traveling fools. Good morning.
Hey, traveling fools, what's up, man? I almost came in Sunday, but it's been a tough couple weeks, and I was tired. I seen you go live. I watched a little bit, but I didn't get to come in. Maybe when things slow down again, I'll get to come in and hang out. He does a trivia thing on Sunday night, y'all. It's a lot of fun. 10:30 God's time. Yeah, here's something. There's a massive data breach. Hackers stole 2.9 billion Social Security numbers, which means everyone. And now it appears all that information, including other personal information, has been released to the internet. That batch of data can include not only Social Security numbers, but names, phone numbers, current and former addresses, list of relatives, and more. That ain't good. These guys spend all this time hacking. Why don't they hack into the IRS and just shut their computer down? And just completely crash the IRS's computer, their backup to the cloud, and everything. And then maybe I'd stop getting them nasty letters all the time. Okay, what we got here? Here's speaker piece. That's what I was looking for. I get this newspaper from a little town in eastern Kentucky, right by the West Virginia border, where my family's from. Whitesburg, Indiana, or Whitesburg, Kentucky. It's called the Mountain Eagle. And it's been around forever, ever, like early 1900s or whatever. But they have a section called Speak Your Piece. For those of you who haven't heard about it before, I talked about it before. But people, you can call in and they'll print whatever you say as long as it's not profane words and stuff like that. And here's an example of some of the stuff you get. To Mr. I'm too good to work anymore, Bob. The other two deserve better than to be stuck with you all day. I have no idea. Evidently, Mr. Bob comes to work but doesn't work. If they would take these food stamps away from people, we'd have fewer fat people. If they had to work and buy their food, they would be more cautious of what they bought instead of buggy full of pop and a buggy full of junk food. No.
Right. Get them ducks out of there. Maybe they'll be more comfortable with them ducks out of there. Don't like the way it's set. Good. Maybe do something heavy tied to that. Let it go in there.
Oh shit, that's a long one. We don't want to read it. Look what's going on at Isom. Same old rodeo. It's the same thing every year. I love dancing to Katy Perry while rubbing sloppy joes on my face. You know, family land dispute, it looks like. Well, what I'm saying now is you people can claim all those fraudulent documents all you want. But when I sell, I'm going to sell out and get somebody else to fight this battle. Fraud is fraud. I have the real McCoy, and if I sell out, I'll let you know. I love country folk. Yeah, looks like that's all the funny ones. Yeah, there. That's good.
Who wants to go?
I will go, man. When I get well, I'm going. We're going when I get well. That's all there is to it, J Dog. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna beat you from the bank in my shitty lakes up here in north central Indiana. Yeah, how's that? I called you out 1v1 in the fall time sometime when I can move. You want a carp fish contest? Oh, I forgot the Licking River's full of them, isn't it? I forgot. Never mind. Okay, let's see what my list to do today. Old pay to care approval, that's not it. Pending verification for applicant receipts, that's not it. Social Security and retirement, 1099, that's not it. We're having so much fun today. It's just not right, I gotta say.
Abby, get out of that.
What is the day? Today's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, all day.
Okay. Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. All right, tomorrow I got to start putting this stuff in my nose. It's not the worst thing I ever put in my nose, so it'll be all right. And then I got this. Use a small amount of topically and directed for pre-surgery cleaning. I think I got to put this stuff on and clean with it in the shower the night before and the morning of. Chlorhexidine, chlorhexidine
Yeah, take a shower in it.
liquid solution, 4% antiseptic skin cleaner. Yep. Knock on wood that no staph infection or anything happens. That's the biggest thing I worry about with abdominal surgery. If they don't cut me open, I don't guess it's as apt to happen.
There comes my dog.
I know I'm going to have to figure out a way to get all this congestion out of my nose to put that stuff up in there because they're picking the soybean field directly behind me right now. And that dust from them literally would be so thick you could write your name on your car in it. Oh shit, today's the day Dad's nurse comes, I think. Crap, I am in no way ready for that. Oh shit, I gotta go to the pharmacy. All right, guys, I gotta go, man. I forgot. I gotta go pick up Dad's medicine and shit. I can leave this up, Rustic, if you all want to hang around, but it says there's 22 people in here, but there ain't nobody doing nothing in the chat. As J-Dog says, this chat's getting boring.
Yeah.
So we probably let it go, even though we ain't going to get to see no more ducks floating in the bait pond.
Not for a little while. I'm going to try to experiment to see if they move around more with them ducks out of there.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea, actually. They may think them ducks are getting ready to dive down and have breakfast. Yeah, no worry, catfish dreams. I know that's what most people do. And I forgot. I got to go to get Dad's medicine. I forgot all about it. I need to leave now, and that way I'm back before his new nurse comes. We lost our nurse. We got a new one now, and that's really sucks because Michelle was awesome, and it's the company's fault. They kept increasing her workload till she finally was like, "That's it. I ain't doing it no more." You know, she's got one of them FU cards that says I'm a licensed practitioner, an LPN, or I'm an RN licensed in the state of Indiana. That's about as good of an FU card as you can get.
Catfish Drink working and listening.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, even though it's been a crappy show and I have not been worth a damn for 2 weeks, but there's reasons. And it'll get better after my surgery and I get all this paperwork and stuff taken care of and filled out for Pop. It's just been a real pain in the ass trying to do everything. So my mind is definitely elsewhere right now. Pretty much shows you where y'all rank in my list of importance, doesn't it? See y'all.
All right, bye everybody.